Sports Encyclopedia. U.S. Steve Kim. Got Trent in the cut.
What are you?
He's the best.
He's a master motivator.
I'm a master motivator. I ain't no regular ass motivator. I'm a fucking master.
Coaches tried to make practice so hard that the game was less intrusive. Like they coached you that way. Like people think, well, they were just yelling. No, they were trying to put you under stress and put you in under duress so that when you got in the game, you could mentally handle adversity.
If you go through JUCO and you make it out of JUCO, you can make it anywhere.
I respect the hell out of you to see that you're doing what you're doing and still doing what you're doing for real, the way you do it, man. From day one, you had the same enthusiasm. You keep the same enthusiasm, and it's fucking contagious.
In my opinion, I think Shedeur Sanders the best deep ball in college football. I don't think
Can you just say something nice about Shedeur Sanders?
I love talking ball. It's nice to connect with guys that are like-minded and just are real and genuine.
And I proudly stand up next to you. Oh, God bless America.
You said belt to ass, T-Rich. You got the belt around you.
Yeah, it is Talk That Talk Tuesday. Talk and I will talk back. It is T-Rich Tuesday. We got Steve Kim joining us, Dr. Jesse Morse, and special guest, MMA fighting extraordinaire T-Rec, Terrence McKinney, joins us on the show for the fourth time. And since I've been doing the show, shout out to T-Rec for joining us on this Talk That Talk Tuesday. He's going to join us with a little changing update right out the gate. He's going to join us right out the gate, and then Dr. Jesse Morse will join us right after him. So Smitty and I will have another straight go at it to start this show. So let's start this show off before T-Rec joins us. As you see the thumbnail, it is Talk That Talk Tuesday, powered by BetUS. So head on over there and use the promo code CoachJB. Get 150% bonus. It is Super Bowl week. So hopefully you're getting your prop bets in, all your forward bets and everything future bet-wise right now on BetUS. The master of the dink and dunk plays in his third Super Bowl in a row, 4 out of 5, and will go down in the GOAT conversation if he wins his third Super Bowl in a row. I think Mahomes has to win to be put into this conversation. There is no ifs and buts about it. If Mahomes loses, he will never be put in the conversation unless he wins 8 rings. His window of opportunity can never be recovered. And here's why. He is chasing the GOAT, Tom Brady, and also lost to the GOAT, Tom Brady, twice when it mattered most in the playoffs, one in the Super Bowl. Also, Tom Brady was 40 years plus when he beat him in the Super Bowl. He will have to own this fact if he loses to the Eagles this Sunday in Super Bowl 59. Here's why. In all fairness to Mahomes, who's won in this dink and dunk era, he plays in the most quarterback-friendly era of all time. He literally lives in a system that is created around A&O, which equals angle and opportunity, by getting the ball out quick to his playmakers. That makes him look so good. He literally has the most passing yards behind the line of scrimmage since 2015. Over 1,058 yards is thrown behind it or at the line of scrimmage. But what do I know when I tell you this for the last 2 years? By the way, in 2015, somebody was still playing and winning rings. Oh, Tom Brady. So this is proving my point that Mahomes has been saved by Andy Reid, a system, and a gimmicky one at that. Plus add the fact he's in an era where he can't be hit, more protected than ever, proving why he must win this Sunday, or he will never be in the conversation. But what do I know? Let's dive into the show right out the gate. My main man, Far East Sider 317, my main man, Naptown legend, LeBron hairline having, Lamar Jackson loving, AR5 jocking, and Caitlin Clark swinging. My main man, Big Smitty, joins us to get this party started.
Can y'all hear me? Can you hear me?
Yep.
Everything loud and clear. I don't sound underwater. What's going on, y'all, man? It's Take That Back Tuesday. It's Turn Up Tuesday. It's Taco Tuesday. We got Jared M, Christian 9, KCBD, the Chiefs fan, Grandmaster Wu, Dalton Perkins, G Wizzy, Boston Richie, Kobe, and Ill Bill. And of course, my main man, JB. Shout out to Bailey in the background. What's going on, Jason, man? How you feeling?
All right, Darnell. Hey, listen, let me ask you something. Somebody's in LA in town that I'm going to go visit.
Who?
Man, a homegirl. I'm going to go see her. She's in town. Yeah, she's in town. And I'm going to go holler at her, man. She out here with another homegirl. Yeah.
Who the homegirl?
Huh?
Who the homegirl?
Man. Listen, I was contacted. I was like, fuck, I'm in town. Woo, bam. Can we come, can we meet up? So I was like, what? Yeah, if we can.
But who though?
Huh?
Huh?
You said what?
Who though? Like somebody from a show?
She from the show, yeah, but not like. It's like a secret, but not.
She be like, okay. Let me try to break this up. Does she watch the show, or has she been on the show? That's a better question.
She watches it.
Oh shit! And they're in town, so that means it's not that person or that person because they live here. So it either has to be boom.
She watches it faux show.
Every day type energy.
She watches it faux show.
It's okay. So all right, let's break it down, chat. So it's either boom.
Let me just show you. Fuck it. Let me just show you. Breaking news. Let me get back serious, man. In all seriousness, I'm gonna go see Mina, and we're gonna have a little meet and greet, and then our great mayor of LA, Mayor Bass, because they're homegirls, and they're gonna be walking around probably protesting and shit. I don't know, but I'm gonna go holler at them, see if we can make LA great again. See what happens. I don't know, but any issue with that?
Nope.
Moving on amicably, Smitty, we got a big loaded show right out the gate. T-Rec, our main man, Terrence McKinney, is going to join us. Just won his, I think he's the second fighter ever to have multiple 20-second knockouts in the first round, or 20-second knockouts. He's a third MMA fighter ever, and he just won his sixth first-round KO. So he'll be popping in. He'll be popping in here in any minute. Then we got Dr. Jesse Morse break down all things Super Bowl injury updates. We'll get that from him real quick. And then Steve Kim joins us, and we end the show with T-Rich on a T-Rich Thursday. As Bama legend Trent Richardson joins us, Smitty. Let's dive into this right out the gate, and let's just get the quote of the day going before T-Rex rolls in here.
This is my favorite segment brought to you by BetUS. Bet up to $2,000 and get 150% welcome bonus. Use promo code Coach JB. Tell them I sent you there. Tell them Coach JB sent you there. Make some money. Super Bowl prop bets, man. Who gonna get what color's the Gatorade? Who's gonna be the first commercial? Whatever. Go in there, make your money. It's Super Bowl week. It's time to get rich. Do it with BetUS.
Smitty, the only thing that can hurt you is your own expectations.
Damn, that's so deep, man. That's top 12, and you guys want to know why? That's one of the realest quotes. Like, forget all the creativity and all that. That right there is just like the only thing that can hurt you is your own expectations. A lot of times, JB, I was talking to homegirl the other day, and she was telling me how proud she is of me, and she said, Darnell, I feel like you're just one step away from your big moment, whatever that may be. Like, you've been grinding, doing all that. And I said, thank you, I appreciate that. but it's always hard for me to accept those type of comments because I always feel like I'm not doing enough. And JB's on his phone while I'm getting deep, and he's not listening to what I'm saying. So now I'm pissed off. Now I'm pissed off the rest of the show. The first thing he did was lie to me and make it look like he's about to meet me with some real woman from the chat, Leah, something like that. He talking about meeting up with me in the comms. Second, I'm getting deep about the quote of the day. He immediately pulls out his phone and starts to text and ignores everything I said. So that's 2 strikes. 3 strikes, you out. So the third strike, I don't know what I'm gonna do. So.
My bad. I'm trying to schedule things, man. That's been all queued up because we got one of our special guests here, man, and he is a MMA fighting extraordinaire. And I actually listen, not like you, so I heard everything you said. And
after the guests leave, I'm gonna challenge you to say everything I said verbatim after they leave.
All right. Our main man, who just come off a big win in the first round this past weekend on February 1st. Friend of the program, friend of the show. Look at that man right there. Our man T-Rex. Missing with a flying kick. Got him up there. Bop, 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 bop. Got in there and got him in. Dr. Jesse Morse is going to come on right after T-Rex, and I'm going to have him break down that skull fight. Knee hit a guy in the nose, man. If you've seen that, we're going to talk to T-Rex about that. But let's bring our main man in. One of 3 MMA fighters ever to win knockouts in 20 seconds or less. Multiple ones. A legend in the making, our main man, T-Rex. Terrence McKinney joins the show.
Yeah. What's going on, T-Rex?
We in the back room, homie. Yeah.
You loud and clear, baby. Yeah.
What's up, you guys?
What's going on, my guy? How you doing?
Where you at?
I'm at my
there
house.
You go. You chilling with the baby?
Oh, man. He got the youngin. What's up? What's up? What's up? How you doing?
What's up, little man?
Yeah.
Hey, your daddy been whipping some booty. Your daddy be beating some booty, man. What's up with that? You happy? You proud of your daddy? What up, T-Rex? What up, homie? How you been, dog? I'm glad you back safe, man. Back in the States. Back safe. I know you got that you issued that that can of whoop. Shout out to you, man. You in the record books, dog. You in the record books. What do you got? 3 knockouts? You're one of 2 fighters ever that have multiple 20-second knockouts?
Yes, I shared that with Anthony Rumble Johnson and Mike Zuckerberg, so it's a pretty cool achievement.
Yeah.
Good, man. So I'm just trying to try to keep it going.
How does it feel to have, first of all, what's going on, my guy? It's been a long time, but how does it feel, when you get such a big time victory? I know how hard, I don't know. I can only imagine how hard the training is and what you put your body through just for this one moment, this one, 15-minute fight, basically 20-minute fight, whatever the case may be. How does it feel like when you go out there and you're able to dominate the way you did?
It was huge, especially with my daughter being born January 18th. And that's like the most calm I felt. I just knew God was with me, and I knew He was going to bring the victory. And I put the work in. I was like, all right, let's do this. And I thank God for bringing the victory.
I love it, man. Congratulations on your newborn, man. You said January 18th. My birthday's January 19th. Capricorn season, baby.
Hey, T-Rex, our main man, Max Hess is in here. Who's that?
It's a fire, I think.
Is that you?
T-Rex, you good? Uh-oh. Hey,
our man Max Hess, man, wanted to shout you out, and Smitty can read this for us.
Yeah, Max Hess, man, he said, shout out to my dog T-Rex. Since kids, Shadow Park, Highlander, same hometown. Terrence, welcome to the realest show on Planet ERF, my guy. LFG, let's effing go.
Yeah, hey T-Rex, what's next on the docket? I'm not gonna keep you long, man. I had to get you on after a big victory, and I wanted to be the first show to get you on here after your big victory. I know you lost your last fight before that, and you were like, man, I'm gonna be back better than ever. You were training this whole time.
Stop. You guys, hold on.
All right, you good?
Quit. I'm not playing.
Realest show on Planet ERF. Pound that like, subscribe, become a member. We do real shit on this show.
Man. You don't know what's going on.
Be quiet, or you're getting.
We don't want no studio set up, all get mic'd up. Nah, we do real shit on this show.
Fire alarm, babies, all type of hood stuff. Yep, just jump off. I like stuff like that. Like that's what I like.
He back.
Come right back. Yeah.
Hey, T-Rex, I don't want to hold you, man. I know you're busy as hell, and you're still enjoying the victory, but how long before it settles in where it's like football game, like we talked about this before, like, we won, it's expected, I'm already worried about the next game, next team. How far is it before you start worrying about your next opponent after you just had a big victory?
For me, I'm just going to at least train once a day till I get another call. I've been just trying to make everything just like a lifestyle, you know what I mean?
No doubt. So you got to get a call for the next fight from promoter or what?
Or my manager hit me up. They hit my manager, and then my manager sends it to me.
No doubt.
Are there any fighters out there that's on your radar though? Anybody specific or not or no?
Well, one other person I wanted to fight, they're booked. So maybe after he wins, we fight in Miami.
Can we know that name?
Chris Duncan.
No, you already said Miami.
Wait, have you fought him before?
No, we're booked to fight, but he had visa problems.
Got you. Damn. So you're just basically waiting on the guy that you think you want to fight. You get to that you want to hand pick, or are you on a mission to go back and get somebody that you fought that didn't fare well for, and you hot? You want to get a little get back? Is there anybody on your list on the radar for that?
Well, one guy was, but he ain't gonna fight me again.
You too dangerous. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah.
He ducking the smoke, dog. So where's that last fight at on February 1st? Overseas?
Yeah, Saudi Arabia. We're in Riyadh.
Yeah, was that your first time over there?
My first time in Dubai was like, I think a couple years ago, and I did a match in also in Abu Dhabi.
Okay. So. Got you. I know we got a guy that covers boxing that was over there on our show. He's on it later on today, and I got a buddy that plays live golf, so they go over there. He's over there right now. They're over there in Saudi right now. So he's like, hey man, the golf course is the only piece of greenery in the whole fucking place.
Yeah, it be dry out there for sure.
You gotta hydrate on me.
Yeah, you gotta hydrate out there, real talk.
Hey, you had the record for the fastest knockout. I don't know if it still exists or not. I know there's been some other guys maybe, but I know you had the fastest knockout until I think what's his name, Johnson just beat it. Is that true?
No, the only one that
I think it's the cat that ran and he kneed Buddy in the face immediately. What's his name?
Yeah, Jorge Masvidal got the fastest.
Masvidal,
I'm like tired at second.
Okay, got you. Hey, so when you got
weight class, I hold the fastest in like weight.
Okay, for your weight class. So you got like fastest knockout in your weight class. You're one of two that's knocked out multiple in 20 seconds or less. You got 6 first-round KOs. You're transcending your career. You're still young as hell. What's the ultimate goal of this thing at the end of the day in the UFC?
I like to be a champion. So like, if I'm gonna do something, it's to be the best. That's just how I feel. Like, I just like, and I always been like top in the nation. Like I was ranked number one at JUCO, number 2 in the nation. D2, I just feel like there's no reason I shouldn't be the best. Like if I'm gonna do something, I just got to lock in and just make it happen. So and that's just humbling myself and just listen to the coaches and my teammates around me, because like you can always learn something from anyone.
Cause Smitty, JUCO products were the best. Just FYI, homie.
I mean, shout out to JUCO. I ain't got no beef with JUCO. I don't know if they're all the best, but this is one example of one of the best. So I'll give you that. You know what I'm saying? He is a dog. And if you see T-Rex outside, you don't want to see him in the alley, JB. I'll just tell you that.
John Jones is one as well.
Yeah, John Jones, huh?
Oh, he is, huh?
Yeah.
Damn, that's kind of. I didn't know John Jones was the JUCO.
I can name a few more, honestly.
Keep going. I didn't know that.
JUCO, Smitty, JUCO. That's where it's at, Smitty. That's where it's at, homie. JUCO.
Let's go. Yeah.
JUCO product, dog. JUCO product. T-Rex, man, you continue to thrive, man. I can't wait to see the rest of what's going on in the building. Everybody out here is chatting you up in the chat, man. And we love to get UFC guys on here when we can. You're our guy. I'm like, man, let me get T-Rex on here when it happens. So how long in between fights right now you think?
Like 2 to 3 months. I don't.
Damn, you guys like quick. It ain't like boxing.
If I can just stay healthy, why not?
Jeez.
He wants to smoke.
I mean, I'm looking at your face. It don't seem like you really took that much damage at all. So you dang there pretty.
He wanted fucking 30
I know.
seconds.
That's what I'm saying. You still look fresh. So it's like you might as well fight again next week. Shoot.
No, like my last fight time was 2 minutes and like 8 seconds, something like that.
Yeah. Let me ask. I want to walk you through the fight real quick before we get out of here. So the first round, boom, you get in there, and I don't know if Bailey can show it, but you try to catch him with a leg, and then you sweep his ass, and then you go down low, and then at that point, did you know you had him?
This fight's old.
Oh, that's the old one. My bad. We're trying to look for the February 1st one. We're in the back trying to find it. So on the last fight we were just watching before you popped in, what happened in that fight scenario wise? I know you caught him with a knee. Is that where you knew it was curtains?
I just knew like he was like a superior like boxing kind of striker. So I knew if I get him to overslip, he wouldn't see the head kick. And we went out there feint a couple times, took a body kick, swept it, kept the pressure, made it really look like I was trying to punch him, and skinned the top of his head.
Hey, we got a doctor that is coming on right after you down in Miami, covers NFL and all things, but he broke down in another fight. The cat caught a dude, man. This like his nose was pushed up into his damn skull. You see that shit? I don't know who it was. We're gonna talk to but I'm like, man, you in a dangerous business, bro. You in a dangerous business, dog.
Yeah, it ain't a game out there. That's why I'm trying to lock in.
And he's smiling.
No,
he's smiling with it.
Hey, T-Rex don't care, dog. He's just ready. He's ready to do his thing. So I mean, shit, he ready to fight. I got to find out the name of that cat, Smitty. I don't know if he's up, but we're gonna find out because Dr. Jesse Morse is on next, and he's gonna break it down because he showed it on his Twitter. That shit was nasty. I don't know if you saw it, Smitty. I don't know.
I didn't see
it has an indentation from his being pushed up inside of him. Like that's what she said. T-Rex, man, I can't wait to watch you next. I had to get you on here, man, just to celebrate it and congratulate you on another victory. What are you now, 18-7?
I'm 16-7 now.
Yeah.
16-7.
Yes,
16-7. And man, I only wish you the best. Well, I know you're back home with the baby, and I don't want to take too much time. Get to chill, man, at home and get ready for your next victory. Not just a fight, your next victory, and hopefully we get you on again, man. After that, when you put that belt on.
Yeah.
Yes, sir. All glory to God.
All glory to
All right,
God.
T-Rex.
Yeah.
All right, thank you guys. You guys have a good day.
You too. You already said at the end, all glory to God. You don't rock with God, JB. When I hear stuff like that, I get like a fire side of it. You know what I'm saying? Also, the fire side.
He's a humble kid, man. I've known the kid for a while now. He's such a humble cat, and that's just it's so hard to get him to say anything like arrogant or cocky. Hey, we're on a loaded lineup today, man. The whole week is loaded. It's Super Bowl week. We're actually like we're at the Super Bowl. We got so many special guests on. Shout out to our main man. A weekly guest that you guys all love to break down all things NFL injuries. Shout out to Dr. Jesse Morse for waiting a couple minutes so we can get T-Rex in here.
Yeah. Suited and
Doc, what
booted.
up, Doc? Appreciate you, Doc. I appreciate you coming up. Man, I know you was watching that. You saw that fight the other day from that guy that took that on your Twitter. You posted it. What the hell? How lucky was he to stay alive?
So that was actually a flashback from about 10 years ago. But they had re-brought it back up. So I saw it. I was like, all right, this is too crazy not to share.
Right here.
And long story short, he got caught basically right here. And you can see on the top, that's a CT scan. That's his entire frontal cortex and the frontal aspect of the skull. You could see the top of the eyebrow and the orbital bone on each side. You look at the scan and you're like, okay, he's got, a decent perforation, but it doesn't look too crazy. And then you see the CT scan, like, my God. So I'd love to see what it looks like now. I'm assuming it's never been the same. He probably needed a titanium eye socket. One of my buddies has one of those. That had to be reconstructed and everything a lot of the times. It just shows you just the angle and the force, and just, and think about the brain is right under there. So, and that frontal cortex is where we make all our decisions, where our executive center is, for pretty much half the stuff that we ever have to think about. So was there any long-term sequelae secondary to that? So just a crazy thing. And then there was another one that someone messaged me about, that I tweeted a picture of. He basically took his arm and it got boom straight through and through, so you could see it kind of hanging. I did that about 20 years ago personally, and so he's going to have a plate on the top, a plate on the bottom, assuming it wasn't affected the elbow joint. It depends on how high it was, but most of the time they do well. They just take about probably 4 to 6 months to come back. Just crazy injuries.
When there's a catastrophic injury like that, how important is it? I know it's important, but I guess how fast do you move on getting that taken care of before infection? Or when does infection seep into the brain to say, I got to stop this from happening right now? Gangrene, infections, all these different MRSA, anything.
He would have gone immediately to the ER. Should have went immediately to the ER and eventually immediately probably to the OR after they planned it. That's not something you just wing per se. Usually you need multiple specialists, you need multiple imaging, you need to see what's compromised. So that's a multiple surgeon process. That is a very risky injury, especially if there was any open wounds, because if there's any open wounds, there's millions of bacteria on our skin that are on the outside. But if they decide to come on the inside, then you have big problems. And that's what happened to Alex Smith many moons ago, if you remember that situation. So that time is of the essence in that type of situation. So hopefully they did well. I used to cover MMA back in like 18, 19 up by West Palm, and it was some crazy stuff. I was a ringside doc for a couple of years, and you see some crazy stuff in 2 seconds. You blink and you miss it.
Man.
Damn. Hell yeah.
Crazy sport.
Huh?
I said crazy sport. JB couldn't do it probably. Just his mentality and just how he built. Probably not.
It's a special beast.
I would off someone, and that's why I had to stay back. I had to you know what I mean? Because I would just like boom and boom, snap somebody's shit and then be over with. All right, Doc, let's dive into brass tacks here. Super Bowl week. It's Sunday the 9th. I'm having a big party at the house. A lot of folks coming through. And I got a lot of money on this game. Doc. I'm not gonna say who. I'm not saying who yet until Friday. But Doc, let me ask you: any new injuries that we should be aware of? And I guess the number one question a lot of fans are asking, especially Eagle ones, is Brandon Graham back? Apparently, he hasn't been cleared fully in the game as far as on the roster, but he is going through practice. He's a captain on that defense. Any news on Brandon Graham for the Eagles' defensive leader?
Yeah, he should be cleared. I think they're just being smart. I wouldn't be surprised if they clear him Thursday or Friday. In my opinion, it's probably a formality at this point. This is the only reason they were allowing him to push this hard for this game. If they weren't if they lost last week, then it would have been a moot point, and he probably still would have been another month or 6 weeks away from physical activity to the point where he would be doing something like this. But obviously this game is super important, so they're willing to push that timeline up a little bit. He'll probably play with a brace on. He had a triceps tendon tear, probably distally if I were to guess. But a lot of the times they do well. At this point, he's been almost 3 months out or so he's okay right now. If he was closer to early January, then it'd be too risky. But I think he's all right. I think he does fine. I think he ends up playing. They have most of their guys. I'm assuming their backup running back will get cleared from the concussion protocol. I haven't seen the updates for reports yet because it's only Tuesday. But last week he didn't practice yet. We saw, Jalen should be a little bit better with his knee, probably still not 100%, but he's going to be pretty good. As far as Mahomes, he should be, almost 100% from his high ankle. And then, we're not going to see Mecole Hardman because he wasn't activated. And obviously Rashee Rice isn't activated, and he's probably going to have some suspension issues as well. But everyone else for pretty much both sides is really, really healthy. The Eagles are a little bit more banged up, but in general, both teams are pretty healthy besides Nakobe Dean.
Good to know. Now, I know you dabble in DFS. Not to cut you off, Smitty. I know you dabble in DFS. You got any picks for us? We got some. I got some. Shaun King came and tried to drop a few gems. He wants Pacheco again. I tried to teach his ass last week. I said, go with Hunt. Hunt's the red zone guy, not Pacheco. Pacheco needs to go 80 to score. Hunt's getting the ball down low. So I'm just trying to say, he like Shaq. Give me the ball down low. Hunt's getting that ball. Any obvious ones that, of course, Kelsey's a postseason guy. He hasn't thrived in the last few years early, but in the Super Bowl, he seems to thrive. 2 years ago against his team, got a big touchdown. Where are you at with the DFS side of this thing? All things, everybody's make sure they're healthy, of course. But where are you at with the DFS side?
I think it makes sense for A.J. Brown to have over 4.5 catches. I think we'll probably see Kelsey have a good time. He's been really reliable. Obviously, he didn't do a whole lot last time, but I think he'll show up. Xavier Worthy should have at least 4.5 catches and probably a run. So I'll take the over on the rushing 0.5, 2.5, whatever it usually is. I'll probably put a little money on the Hunt touchdown. Pacheco has been struggling. The only reason I realized he was in the game last week or 2 weeks ago was because Hunt was a little banged up. Pacheco just doesn't look the same right now. Probably similar to Pollard and Andrews and some of the other guys that had this high ankle fracture type situation that just lingers for about a year or so. And then, it'll be interesting to see who's going to be more effective, Goddard or Devonta Smith. Saquon, the question is they haven't really allowed a ton of rushers. Can he get to 100? Are they going to feed him like crazy? It's going to be more of a volume issue. And, I wouldn't be surprised if both Mahomes and Hurts hit their overs on rushing. And usually the kicker for the Chiefs is good for a field goal or two. And it'll be interesting to see, just kind of thinking ahead for Saquon. He's about to hit 470 touches on the year, somewhere around there with the playoffs. We haven't seen too many guys in the past 10 years, maybe a little longer, with that many touches and do well the next year. McCaffrey 2 years ago, or last year, and then and back in 2019, he had a ton of touches and he fell apart in 2020. Derrick Henry may be the only exception to the rule for recently, if we don't go back to LaDainian Tomlinson and Edwin James and stuff like that way back when. But recent guys really struggle, so that may be something to look into consideration. And then we're starting to transition into draft season, and we're starting to see a lot of these guys making moves on the field. I'm curious to see how that plays out over the next couple of weeks, and we'll kind of go from there. But I think it's going to be a good game. At this point, I can't bet against the refs. I mean the Chiefs, and so we'll have to see if the Eagles can pull it off. As of this right now, I'm assuming the Mahomians are going to win another one. And I was watching. I think was it Will Fork or one of the former Patriots the other day talking about, hey, can we include them in the Dynasty Patriots discussion? He's like, until they get to 7, no.
Hey, Smitty and I are going to discuss that too.
We'll see.
I thought you were talking about can you include the referees in the discussion and put them on the fucking trophy with the Chiefs. Let me ask you something, Doc, real quick. The Eagles' concern is Brandon Graham. Can he come back? It's similar to a Ray Lewis injury when he came back and had to strap his arm up. On the Chiefs side, though, in 2022, they drafted a promising wide receiver by the name of Sky Moore. He's been out since October, I want to say, with an abdominal injury. Any news on Sky Moore? I believe he was activated. I'm not sure if for the Super Bowl or
He's
not.
so deep on the depth chart, he's kind of irrelevant, because I loved his talent coming out, but he just hasn't been able to put it together. I mean, now between Kelsey, Worthy, Hollywood, previously Rashee Rice, even Justin Watson doesn't get a whole lot of love anymore. But I mean, Sky Moore, they still have Justin Ross, who's kind of never really come to fruition like we thought he would. So, I mean,
hey, you never know. Andy Reid is something else, though, man. Andy Reid is the type of dude. I mean, JB probably can speak on this more. He's the type of guy that will activate a guy right before the game and have one play drawn up for Sky Moore in a big moment that you could be completely unexpected. He's a speedster.
Or
that'd be interesting. I don't know. I'm assuming his abdominal injury was probably a sports hernia that had repaired, if I were to guess. There's not too many things abdomen-wise, and that's internal, that take that long. Usually a repair is done by Dr. Myers in Philly. They usually take about 6 to 8 weeks to return to play. They're awful, painful injuries. But once they're back, they're good. So that was probably it, if I were to guess. But either way, I mean, if he's active, maybe he does something. But you can get too cute with some of these bets, and then you end up just hoping. So I'll just stick to the main normal crazy stuff.
No doubt. Doc, we got to get you on after the Super Bowl, cover the offseason as it goes in. Hopefully, knock on wood, nobody gets injured in this game. It's a good, fair fight, and hopefully we'll see what happens as we get into 2025 and all the crazy other shit that's going on in the world. Hopefully that settles down and we get back to some normalcy and start the year off the right way. So appreciate you, Doc, so far. We'll see you guys right after the Super Bowl to wrap the season up, and appreciate everything.
Yes, sir. Peace. Got the Jesse Morse, man.
It's just a firing show today. Just fucking loaded, fast fire, boom, boom, boom. Start the show off. A UFC fighter, go right into Doc, give updates. We got the realest show on Planet ERF. Nobody appreciates us. We just do this
going
shit.
Though. What we got next? I want to keep the fire going. I like when it's fire. Like yesterday's show went super fast. It felt good. It was smooth. This show's on the same type of path. Let's keep it going, homie. Don't be scared about it. Embrace it.
Contrary to belief. Brought to you by Prize Picks, Smitty. Let's dive right into it. Your future needs you, not your past.
It must be Super Bowl week.
Your future needs you, not your past. I don't know why we don't talk about that enough. I told you I'd take the rearview mirrors out my car because I ain't going that way. So why look back? The future is what needs you, not our fucking past. I can't go backwards and talk about, man, I wish I could. If I was 16 again, I'd do this and this. Well, you ain't going to be 16 again, homie. You ain't going to ever go backwards. So your future actually needs you and not your past. Like, come on, man. Like, fuck, maybe a couple weeks I'll buy a bigger yacht. Can't talk about the yacht I bought.
Right, that's an old yacht. Hey, it's a Super Bowl week. You in your bag right now. Good job on that one, homie.
Well, let's stay in the bag then and just dive into this poll question because it's going to be a fucking debate. And I'm actually going to steal something from your boy. Well, I'm not stealing it, but I agree with him because I've been saying this for 3 years. And I've been saying this for a long time. If you can't beat the GOAT, how are you ever going to be the GOAT? And your guy, Paul Pierce, actually agreed with me. Poll question, Smitty, does Mahomes need this three-peat to be put in the GOAT conversation? In the conversation, he'll give him what? 4. He'll still have to catch Brady at 3. He'll still need 4 more. Just imagine that. He's about to get 4 and needs 4 more to surpass what Tom Brady did. But does he need a three-peat, Smitty, to be put in the conversation is my question to you and the chat and the world that's watching right now. That's my question to you, Smitty. Go.
I'm saying yes. To be in the conversation right now, to be in a realistic conversation with Tom Brady, the only thing he can do right now is to three-peat. Why? That's something that's never been done before. Something that Tom Brady couldn't even achieve. That would be what, 4 Super Bowls and was it 8 seasons Mahomes has played? So that means half his career he's been winning Super Bowls. That's unheard of. Now, if he does lose this Super Bowl, it doesn't mean that he can never get into the conversation. I still believe that if he goes out and he wins 6, 7, even if he doesn't surpass him and get to 8, but you put everything together. You put his career stats, his numbers, MVPs at that point, and then you add the 5-6 rings, he would be in the conversation. Now, for Smitty's list, if he doesn't do this, the only way he can pass up Brady is if he gets to 8. That's what I've been saying. One thing that me and you agree on is if we saw each other and we tussled, I say this all the time, we got in a fight, me and JB, I whooped his ass. But JB went on to go beat up some other people and had a great record. How you gonna say he's better than me when I whooped his ass? Not once, but twice. Now I get it. A lot of y'all in the check and be like, well, the AFC Championship game, the game was over. The Chiefs defensive end jumped off sides. If it was a fifth, we all be drunk. There's always something in the game. There's always a toe on the line, a bad call this way. There's always something. So I hear what you're saying. The game was over. I remember that moment. It was literally over. He doesn't jump off sides. The Chiefs win. Mahomes beat Brady. It's a different conversation. But it didn't happen. So at the end of the day, Brady beat him twice. So to answer the question, to be the conversation right now, he has to win.
Let me ask you something. If I just were asking Smitty on GP, me and you have a conversation, I said, hey, Smitty, what up, dog? I haven't seen you in a while. Hey, Smitty, give me a play that sticks out in your mind of one of the Kansas City Chiefs Super Bowl victories that Patrick Mahomes made you say, oh, shit, he's the GOAT. Can you answer that real quick for us?
I'm trying to think. One play. He had a run. He had a big run one time. Only play that come to my mind. It's not a big play for me. It's like drives. It's not really like a play. It's like Mahomes has had multiple drives where he's driven down the field to win the game. The one that's fresh at the top of mind is the one. I mean, it's last year. Overtime situation, drives down the field. Andy Reid draws up a hell of a play. He dumps it off to his back. He runs in. There's not one individual like throw where I'm like, oh my God. But again, JB, if I went back and watched the tape, I'm sure it would be something to come to my memory. He's been in hella Super Bowls. He's won 3. It's hard to just remember this one play to JB. That's all I'm saying. I didn't expect this question to come here, so I didn't have a thought to come to my brain. That's all.
No, I'm not putting you on blast. You're not defending Mahomes, so I'm doing it because I'm just dying laughing at everybody in the chat. Still can't give me one either. These motherfuckers are like the 13-second drive versus the Bills. First of all, I said Super Bowl, number one, not the fucking AFC title. Secondly, these motherfuckers are talking about that one pass to Tyreek, the dump off to the back, the fucking scramble. What? That is what, again, but what do I know, Smitty, when I try to fucking show these motherfucking idiots that this cat has never done something out of your mind where you're like, damn, that motherfucker is special. He is fucking special. No, he's the leader of all-time passes behind the line of fucking scrimmage. I know that, but what do I know? I've been saying it for how long? I would love to have seen him in Chicago or some fucking shithole without Andy Reid. Nobody would be talking about fucking Patrick Mahomes. Nobody. But here's the thing, Smitty. I can go through the history of football and go, damn, John Elway fucking jumped a dude, Smitty, and did a fucking helicopter. You even remember that because you've seen it a million times. He jumps a guy, does a fucking helicopter spin, lands in the end zone. Denver Broncos finally win the Super Bowl. They fucking get over the hump. John Elway becomes fucking forever put in lore of Denver, and they get over the hump. I remember when Troy Aikman missed 5 passes against a defense that had 6 Hall of Famers on it, 4 touchdowns, 0 picks against the Buffalo Bills. With Bruce Smith and Darryl Talley and fucking loaded lineup with Jim Kelly and Andre Reed and Thurman fucking all these guys. And Aikman literally decimated them and was so fucking accurate and unbelievable in that game that I remember. That's why I'm an Aikman guy, because he did it against fucking superior competition in the Super Bowl. By the way, never lost the Super Bowl. He went 3-0. That's what I remember. Brett Favre hurdled a motherfucker and stiff-armed the dude when he dove in the end zone. Brett Favre gunned that fucking cannon, that rock over with Sterling Sharp. I remember Super Bowl plays that were made by big-time quarterbacks. Tom Brady, guess what? He's got 2 memorable moments that I can tell you right off the gate. He throws for 500 in the Super Bowl and loses.
It's not good.
And then he breaks the all-time record and does what no one else has done in the Super Bowl by making so many big plays when it matters. Now, can we say he was saved by grace like Patrick Mahomes with fumble tuck rule and all this old shit against the Raiders. Well, we can say that with the kickoff against the Buffalo Bills in the same exact AFC title game with Mahomes. So it goes hand in hand, but show me a fucking play that sticks out to you. And why is it that Patrick Mahomes is playing in only year 8? And we're talking about a GOAT conversation, but he is fresh in our minds, Smitty. He's been to 3 Super Bowls in a row, Smitty. This ain't going back and having to think about Tom Brady 10 years ago. This guy's playing right now. He's in his 3rd Super Bowl in a row, and nobody can tell me a fucking play he's made. Not one of you motherfuckers can tell me one play he's made in the Super Bowl, and he's still the most relevant quarterback in the football game right now. And not one person has told me yet what he's done in the Super Bowl. These motherfuckers are so bad, Smitty. They're reaching so hard. Well, the defense put him in a great spot. He threw the corner route to Kelsey in the first quarter. He threw that one bubble pass to Tyreek. These motherfuckers can't tell me a play, and he's playing every year in the Super Bowl.
Now, Jerry, to be devil's advocate, though, to push back a little bit, yeah, like sometimes it's hard to remember a play, but I remember. He's been down in like I think every single Super Bowl late, and I know that he's put together drives against the Niners multiple times, against the Eagles. I think we're down by double digits at halftime. He's put together literal drives that took away time, that led to touchdowns, that took the soul and the heart out of the opposition. That's not they're winning for a reason, homie. Like it ain't like Mahomes is out here just like he's making big time drives. There's not a certain play, one play. It's hard to put somebody on the spot. Like, tell me the one play. I can't tell you a play off the top of the head that Peyton Manning played in the Super Bowl off the top of the head.
But
it's hard.
Ain't I making that play though? Ain't I making that point though? What you're actually literally saying right now aren't I making the point? And that's what point I wanted to make. Nobody can tell me a fucking play that stands out. Isn't that what the GOAT is?
I mean,
Smitty,
for example, like Eli Manning has has 2 of the most memorable Super Bowls ever. He had some of the most memorable passes and plays that have happened. It don't mean he's better than Mahomes because you know what I'm saying? Like it is certain Super Bowls that are just more memorable. There's certain plays that are just more memorable. It just Mahomes to this point it's been more methodical 9-play drives. It's been just killing you slowly, killing you softly. It hasn't been like, oh my God, the 80-yard bomb to Tyreek Hill to win.
Hold on. That's my point. Like, didn't Favre have like an 85 or something yard touchdown to Freeman in the Super Bowl? 81-yard strike. I remember that play right now. It was a big-time quarterback action. Fucking 81-yard touchdown to Freeman in the 96 Super Bowl, whoever, I think against the Patriots. I remember it. Like, I don't remember a fucking thing about fucking Mahomes in the Super Bowl. All I sit there and watch is fucking... I remember Elway and Aikman taking, boom, getting the fucking lit up. Fucking strike to Irvin over the middle. He takes a dig route 50. I remember Alvin Harper catching a fucking comeback and Aikman getting his fucking wig split, his whole fucking chin cut open. I don't see none of that shit in no Super Bowl by Patrick Mahomes, and I haven't seen it yet in 4 appearances.
I gotta go back and watch the tape. Now you got me intrigued. Now I gotta go back and watch the tape.
But you keep proving my point, and you're not even defending them. You keep proving my point, though.
Yeah, I'm trying to be real.
You gotta go back. You got to go back and watch a guy who's played in 3 fucking Super Bowls in a row. Isn't that my fucking point here? I think this is going to go viral because no one's brought it up. Nobody can bring it up.
I bet you if we post this, there's going to be a lot of people who actually will attach plays and videos and stuff because they got time to go think and put it on there. So
no, they won't. Because I'll just fucking combat it with.
Because I know there's some big time 3rd down plays that he's made. I know there's some scrambles and like situational football plays.
I said memorable. A fucking third down completion is a Super Bowl.
You mentioned John Elway's scramble. Like, I think it was a third down scramble. He ran. He got a first down. He just got hit. He got hit in helicopter. So, like, the reason why that play is memorable is because he got helicopter. It's not because he did anything else that was like.
I'm just bringing up a topic for debate. Like, no one's brought this up before because I don't think anyone's like really. You'll never hear this on any other show. They're not going to talk about it. They're only going to talk about fucking the wins and all that. Listen, I get it. He's winning. At the end of the day, he's attached to those winners. So there ain't nothing you can say about it. But the bottom line is when we're talking about GOAT, which was the poll question, that's why I brought that question up, Smitty, because I can't remember one. All I know is, Smitty, I Spagnuolo defense and all this shit we keep bringing up, homie, like the fucking punt return and Tony's catch, like, or Tony's punt return. Like, I don't know.
Game-winning drives, JB. Stop. You're the only one that don't bring that up. He has game-winning drives. He has, again, they've been down in every Super Bowl. So how do you go from being down to not being down? You have to score points. So, like, I can't go that far, bro. That's all I'm saying. Well, let's move on. We'll bring this back up a little bit later. We get some other topics on the rundown, man. Big topic that I know you'll be excited about is NFL Commissioner Roger Goodell says that the league is exploring the possibility of establishing a professional flag football league for both men and women. Coach JB, I know you've been preaching this for years to come to life. So what are your thoughts right here?
I don't know. Everyone, their mamas tagged me. They tagged Whitlock. Whitlock said it, and then they're like, JB been saying this for 4 years, Whitlock. I feel bad for Whitlock sometimes because they're like literally tag him in it. Like, JB been saying this shit. Listen, here's the bottom line. This is opening up. There's a lot to say here. I don't want to be too political about it, but we're in a new era. We got a new president right now, new administration, trying to change things to get to some sort of semblance of normalcy. And I'm going to say it that way because what's happening now we're going to do right after this, and I think that is going to show you what I mean. But before we get to that, like, we're doing a lot of things right now with everything. We could discuss all these political ploys that are going on with the border and tariffs and all this whole shit. The whole LGBTQ community, all that shit. And the NFL and the NBA seem to be the two largest sports in America or in the world. Let's be honest. Football's always cash cow. Basketball and the NBA is right there because they're global.
Globally.
Yeah, NBA everywhere, right? Mm-hmm. But they seem to be going polar opposite. They seem to be going backwards still in a world that everyone's kind of tired of all the bullshit. We're tired of all the bullshit is my point to this thing. And now we're going to get into a deal where we're going to say, let's get to playing co-ed flag football. Did you watch the Pro Bowl, Smitty?
No. Well, it was not on TV. I turned for like 5 minutes. They were doing like a punting contest. Had that on for like 5 minutes just because, and that was it. But no, I didn't watch Pro Bowl. Haven't watched it in years.
So the fucking Pro Bowl is a mockery. Nobody watches it. So why the fuck am I gonna watch this with a bunch of fucking scrubs that are going to go play this? Because why? What is this reason? What's the reasoning behind this, Smitty? I don't have any context, but all I do know is this. My point two, that the world's changing to some sort of normalcy, and you know me, I'm gonna be the bad guy and the asshole on the standing on the hill here. This is an excuse to allow women to coach football. Is it not? Like, let's be honest.
I think
because everyone's gonna agree that women can coach flag football. My bad. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. I think to that point. I think this is all you care about is money. All you least care about money, and how can I grow my league? So this is a way to get more women fans, I think, involved in the sport in some way. So even though flag football isn't like real football, it's still connected to the game. So it's a way to bring on more of just the everyday people, the women, the whatever. Even if you don't fully understand the game and all the details, you can understand flag football enough to where it can make you a fan of the game and can still help out the bottom line of the NFL. All this is a money play, y'all. I don't think there's anything bigger than that. I think they're trying to find a way. That's why you continue to see games in London and Mexico and all these different places because the goal is to make this game as big as humanly possible. They want everybody. They want babies, kids, LGBTQ, men, women, them, they, their, white, black, orange, blue, green, brown, everybody watching the game because why? It makes this man on the screen richer. It makes the game richer. They make more money. That's all they care about. It's not about making the game, quote unquote, better. Me, I don't care that much about the flag football game because to me, I don't see it affecting the main game. I'm not going to watch the flag football. So cool. If people want to play it and they can get paid for it and get like an $8,000 salary or whatever, and maybe there's a young generation that actually likes to watch flag, cool, do your thing. I'm still going to watch actual NFL football, and I don't really see the direct connection, so I'm not tripping.
I see that's the micro in you.
Yeah.
Let me show you macro. Let me talk about macro.
Show me. You're so smart, man. You're so smart.
Smitty calls me macro offline, by the way.
He's so smart.
Here's the issue. Smitty, in all seriousness, you don't think this could be the thing that, like, the piece of bubble gum that you put in between two things to make them fucking connect? This is the merge. This is the blend. This is how they'll blend this thing together. This is the merger as to get women over to the sport more frequently and in a way that is accepting to the optic. Everybody's like, oh, it's like the gas prices, Smitty, when they're super high and then they drop down from $6 to $4 and everybody's like, oh, they're down to $4. Well, they used to be $2. But you forgot because we bumped it to $6 and then we lowered it to $4 and everybody thinks we're winning again. No, we're still losing. And you just don't realize because the optics said it's come down $2 in the last fucking 6 months. That's the problem. This is it. We'll become numb to it and we'll accept it because we'll blend it in with everything so smoothly that now you're going to see the women coaching, the flag football thing. You've already done it. I said it when it happened. The Pro Bowl is going to make it flag so that they transition to flag fucking football, and here we are. And I don't know when it'll happen. It can never be flag, in my opinion, there's no way, right? There's just no way. Nobody's going to watch it. It'll be stupid, right?
That's always been my take. Like, the main thing's going to be the main thing. They might try to soften it with certain rules, but they still out there getting hit. It's still football. It's still D-line, O-line. That's never going to change. Never.
Yeah, I think this is creating a other than the NFL, because we're seeing a lot of things. The kickoff rules change. I would argue that's flag. The onside kick changed. I would argue that's flag. Quarterback not being able to get hit. That's fucking literally flag.
Mahomes can't get hit. Yeah, Lamar get hit all the time.
Yeah, and I would love to take the L out of the word. I would love to take the fucking L out of the word too and say the other word. But that's what it really is. It ain't really flag. It's
now listen, I don't lie. Have I played flags for fun? Like after college, when I was done, I had a 9 to 5, and it's cool. It's whatever. Like it's a workout. You're running around. It's like whatever. It's like playing. It's really 7-on-7. Honestly, like literally that's what it is. Flag football is 7-on-7. Except in 7-on-7, you gotta I think it's 2 hands and you're down. Flag, you put a flag. It's literally the same. Like there's not really too much of a difference. It's the same concept. So again, it's not like a bad thing. It just, to me, it's separate. It's just another. You got the NFL tree. Flag will be a branch of that tree. Another branch for them to make some money. That's it. I hear what you're saying. I just don't. I don't see like, oh my God, the so and so was the 7th-time flag football coach of the year, and now they're going to be the new head coach of the Philadelphia Eagles. I don't just see that.
It's a joke. If it ever does get big, Smitty, I'm done with watching football. Yeah. So that's all I'm saying. Like if it ever gets big enough to where we're really talking about fucking flag football, it's over. Like I'm done. Like I'm just being real. It's really like a slow, methodical way to creep this in to our everyday household life. And that's how they do it. That's how politics works. The NFL is no different. It's a huge conglomerate. It's a huge moneymaker. It's a $1 trillion industry. That's how they do it. So
you just don't turn it on, JB. Like it's lots on TV that I don't like. That I don't be seeing or watching. I don't like politics. Lots of them I don't watch it.
No, I know. But the bottom line, again, macro wise, this is why our offensive tackles can't block. But see, you don't want to talk about all that because flag football and 7-on-7 has created a fucking horrific teaching fundamental. And that's why we can't fucking block no one anymore. And we reach and we grab and we don't fucking kick vertical anymore. And we don't strike you in the fucking chest because we live in a 7-on-7 soft ass society. And football now is having flag football being played in high school levels. And all the youth football in a big state like California trying to ban tackle youth pop Warner football. This is all stacking up, Smitty. As I've been telling you, macro level, when you start to eliminate the youth and tackle football, guess what's next? You create a fucking women's flag football. Guess what they've done? Created a women's flag football, tried to eliminate youth football for tackle, and now we're seeing a fucking Pro Bowl, the ultimate level, play flag fucking football, and some guy's fucking punting it to himself in Orlando, and some fucking weirdos diving on a bag of tires. That's the fucking Pro Bowl now. It's a joke, homie. It's a fucking mockery. That's why I'm talking about it. That's the joke of this whole thing. It's a fucking mockery. It's 7-on-7. Let's allow all inclusivity. It's inclusive. Let's let everybody play. Guess what made football great, Smitty? You and I both know it. Not everybody could fucking play. That's what made it great. Not everybody wins the fucking lotto, homie. If everybody had the winning lotto tickets, guess what? We'd all be fucking rich.
That hasn't changed, Jason. This is another sport. It's flag football.
No, you just ain't seen it yet. You just ain't seen it yet, homie, because you're fucking micro.
Get your fingers out of my face, first and foremost. Second of all, it's flag football. It's a branch of the bigger tree, homie. It's like the G League ain't the NBA, homie. It's a different league. It ain't the same thing, homie. Stop it.
Stop getting up the show. Stop getting up the show. Let's dive into.
Hey, stop saying that. So I'm saying that when I'm on the show. Stop saying that on the show while I'm on the show.
Let's dive into what's happening now.
Let's stop to a commercial break. We're gonna do wipe shit. We gotta
do what's happening because it's a rapid fire. We gotta do what's happening right now, real quick.
They said we're doing about people wipe shit.
I gotta change it up, man, because we gotta get what's happening.
Baby, run the show.
All right. What do we got? I tried to fit it in.
Nah, go.
All right, we're good. He said we're good, Smitty. Smitty, what's happening now? This is what's happening, Smitty. America's trying to normalize again, and teachers across America are being told, guess what? To take down their fucking cult flags and all their LGBTQURSSCSS shit, along with the signage and all the propaganda that our children see on our walls in our classrooms across America that has gone way too far, way too long. How about we put up American flags again in our fucking classroom like it used to be? But that's what's happening now, Smitty. Take a look. Look at this fucking weirdo fuck. Why is it always some fucking weirdo ass fucks? Like, why is it always the most weird fucking human being possible that defends this shit, who pushes it on our kids? Why is it always this weird fucking motherfucker, man? This fucking nose ring, face tube in her fucking face, pink and purple hair. She's a fat fucking wobble body who can't get a dick to save her fucking life. So she goes on and fucking rubs clits together and thinks that she fucking belongs teaching our kids how to fucking have a fucking school dance in front of a bunch of fucking made up humans. You've got to be shitting me. I'm glad we're trying to normalize again. Take that shit down. And where the parents at? What daddy went into their classroom and saw that on the wall and just said, all right, little Johnny, keep learning from fucking Karen. Keep learning. Like, what the fuck can this fat walrus teach my son other than rubbing fucking fat clits together? Let's keep it funky. What the fuck? Look at this weirdo fuck. As soon as I see her in public, I know, first of all, A, she wears a mask in her car by herself. Let's keep it funky, right? And it's fucking unbelievable. They all look the same, homie. Oh, god damn, Smitty. What is she wearing around her neck, homie?
Is she Jewish?
What?
Hold on, what's she wearing? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh man.
Hope that drink's good, homie. We got Steve Kim on the other side. Hope some yaks in that motherfucker. Because I can't wait to dive into this one, man. Fuck, it's been a rapid fire show. I'm actually like just exhausted.
Hey, Pac-Man, get off my dick.
And tell your bitch to come here. You don't know about that. It's NWA all time.
Pac-Man, whole show has been commenting and going against every single thing. Earlier, I said I was testing him out. I said 2 + 2 is 4. Why the hell are you even? How is it? He's just finding something.
Who is it?
Straight. Pac-Man, get off my dick.
You had a lot of cats help on your side today, though. I've been
Pac-Man, get off my dick specifically.
I don't even see Pac-Man.
Well, you gonna see him in a minute. He a member, so hey, he cool. Keep him in. I'm just saying, get off my dick. I'm gonna keep saying it.
Shit, T-Wizzy or G-Wizzy or whatever his name was.
Pac-Man pussy. We got a load of show though, man. We got JB, we got Big Smitty, we got Bay on the 1s and 2s, man.
Hey, you want to do white people shit real quick before the commercial?
Let's do it, man. Let's do everything right now.
Yeah, go ahead. We got some white people shit. We got some BPS too. Let's take it. Let's dive into it.
Is my frozen assets. We have a credit card, but try not to abuse it. I freeze the credit card so that it's not easily accessible. And what I'm doing is thawing out the ice. And it's a lot of effort, so in order for my wife to use it, she has to put some labor into it.
For the audio listeners, y'all, this cat freezes his credit card. Like really like deep freeze it, puts it in a pan, and the only way to use it is you have to unthaw it with some hot water. So he says if my wife wants to use the credit card, she has to put in some hard labor. It's low key smart. I mean, because it's gonna make you think. This reminds me of the transfer portal and why I keep saying we need to go back to the one-time transfer rule and make you sit out a year. Making the guy sit out makes the player think and hesitate.
How long have you had a credit card?
This cat right here. Now, if you're a woman, you're like. Or even the man himself, he's like, how bad do I want to swipe this card? Because I got to go through a hell and hot water to get it out.
You know what I realized too, Smitty, going back to that fucking weirdo made-up human that they told to take down that cult flag? You know what's weird about this? This is teaching our kids, and no one wants to talk about it, but for the audio listeners, since I didn't say it because Smitty didn't say it, Smitty saw it and was like, oh, fuck. She's wearing a pentagon around her fucking neck. And that means you're a fucking devil worshiper of some sort of weirdo fuck. By the way, compile that on top of the fucking cult that she's representing, and that's who's teaching your kids, by the way. But anyway, I want to dive into, by the way, how long have you had a credit card, Smitty? Or multiple ones, or a debit card, or whatever?
Long time, high school.
You do know this is the dumbest thing I've ever seen, right? Because you know that they'll cut your fucking card off when it's not used eventually. So everybody knows. Somebody in the chat that thinks this is like a fucking micro living organism is a fucking idiot. You motherfuckers act like it's preserving your life. No, you're gonna wake up in 50 years and unfreeze it, and it's gonna be off. You dumb fucking idiot. Holy shit! They act like the fucking interest is accruing on the motherfucker. That's stupid. It's like they're going to treat it as you died. Have you ever fucking had a loved one die and then you get their credit card debt? I have. Guess what? My dad died. Guess who fucking pays the credit card bills? Or you just fucking say, oh, I don't know anything, and then they absolve it. Again, that's why a lot of credit card debts, number one and number two debt in the world, what is it? Student loans and credit card. Those are the two biggest.
Hold on, homie. Is that what happens when your parent passed away?
So they take it into account to absolve the credit card debt, obviously, that you're not liable to pay unless your name is on the card with your dad as a cosigner. So, Smitty, here's a true story. I wrote it in my book. My pop passed away in 2005, obviously. I had a Cadillac Escalade that I got when I played in Europe and in NFL Europe and OTAs and practice squad money I took. I put the 24s on TV, beat. And this was back in, 02 I bought it. My dad died in 2005, and I'm at the gas station just getting gas. My debit card canceled. So mind you, I had about 90 grand on it at the time I saved up from all of my playing career. And I'm like, I go in, I'm still a young cat. I go into the store. I'm like, hey, can you run it? It's a mistake. Sorry. Sorry. Fuck me. And I'm like, what happened? Like, decline. And I'm like, fuck. How is that possible? Call the bank. I had 90 grand in. I was negative 380 grand. So basically, 460 grand was taken out of my account. Because guess what? I was on my dad's second on a home in Compton that we grew up in, and all his credit card debt. I was a co-signer on a couple of his credit cards, and he took a second out on the Compton house, redid the roof, and did some plaster work into the house, put about 180 grand into it. Yeah, dog. It's attached to you if you co-sign, homie. So my credit today is so shitty, still recovering from 2005.
I think I'm cool. I don't think I got nothing. I got to talk to my mom. I don't think I co-signed for anything. Devin ain't co-signed with nothing with my pops, so I should be straight. I should be good. I'm gonna double check though. I'm gonna double check. My mama, her name was on my car.
I like to teach youngsters on this show. I like to teach.
Her name was on my car because at the time I had what they called a ghost credit score. I had no credit, so it was like
it don't matter. It don't matter if she's on your car.
Right, I know because it's my stuff. It's paid off, so I'm good. So I'm saying that's the only thing it's the only example of me and my parent me connecting anything. I think I'm good, so I should be Gucci. So,
yeah.
But anyway, we're gonna go take a piss.
We don't got no BPS. We don't got no BPS.
And then
we got no BPS.
And then,
we got no BPS. We got BPS.
And then
we got BPS.
We all got the hoolie. You feel what I'm saying? What's up? You want a shot of this?
Why not?
Came from Maryland for this, bro. Come on. Woke up at 7 a.m. Oh no, you gotta tap the bottle, cuz. You gotta tap the bottle. You gotta tap the bottle.
You bless the bottle.
Oh, bless that jump. Bless that jump.
You gotta bless the bottle, man.
We doing it the right way in the Popeyes. You feel me? Cool. Thank you. Thank you.
I love us, man.
Everybody trying to tap that hoolie. See everybody pouring it up. Everybody got the dime, y'all. Old time homie drinking and driving. Yo, it's 10 in the morning, and this place is flooded with people eating fried chicken and drinking Don Julio.
I couldn't imagine eating chicken and tequila, homie. I couldn't even imagine how that go down.
Well, so Popeyes, for those who don't know, they got like a collab with Don Julio. It's like some special meal. They got some chicken wings supposed to be infused with Don Julio.
He did not pour it on there. He did not pour it on the.
Put it on there because the chicken itself is allegedly infused with Don Julio, but everyone who's been trying it out says they don't taste no liquor in it. So that's why they're pouring more in there. And then they have a mocktail drink. It's like a strawberry lemonade. So people are pouring actual Don Julio in it because they say you put some liquor in there, it's a great drink. So we're just trying it out, man. You know, listen, we crazy as hell. I know our people crazy as hell, but it all be like just fun shit though. Like it's silly, it's whatever, but it's just fun. It make you laugh, make you smile. Shout out to my people, man.
You need to take a break?
We keep going. I'm cool at this point. I'm probably gonna hop off 8:45 anyway, so I can try to run, get my hair cut, come back for. So let me break this down to you, JB. It's Super Bowl week. So we've been meeting nonstop this week. Fox is like, this is a Fox Super Bowl. It's the last Fox Super Bowl for the next, I think like 3 or 4 years. I think it's like ABC got it, CBS got it, like 3 other networks have it. So it's our last one for years. So they trying to get ready. People that already flew out to New Orleans on Monday. They got team out there. They got Hector said BPS. Smitty knowing the Popeyes promo to the T. That's why I'm on the show, homie. I gotta know. You wonder why y'all make less money? Oh shit! I don't like that line. They don't put that on there. It's just hella meetings though. It's boom, 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 boom. So I got 3 Fox Super Bowl meetings back to back to back to back. I gotta get my haircut though. That's mandatory. I'm on the PJ tomorrow with the crew, 16-seater. First time I'm on the PJ. T's and P's for me, y'all. Cause y'all been seeing what's been going on. I don't even want to talk about it, but just pray for me, pray for the people. So yeah, I'm busy, man. That's how we doing.
Well, we got a special guest in, man, on a fucking loaded, jam-packed Tuesday. Goddamn, Tuesday's just rapid fire all week long. We had 3 Super Bowl champs on yesterday. Come on, man. I don't see no other show had that. But anyway, what do I know? The co-host of Fearless and Whitlock, Jason Whitlock Fearless Show. 3 Knockdown Rule co-host with Mario Lopez, our main man, the Korean Coach Sal, and the Crouching Tiger Hidden Gem, Steve Kim, joins us on a Talk That Talk Tuesday. Steve, what up, man?
What's going on,
Gentlemen? Good morning. What's going on?
Steve, we got to wake you up with a banger just right out the gate. We have a special video for you. It's just 15 seconds long. Take a look at what you created.
Guys, I think we just had an earthquake. Or having
Yeah,
one.
I thought I felt it.
I just felt it too.
Wow.
I was still happening a little bit. Oh, we're still shaking.
Good job, Paris. That's going to go viral today, by the way, when I post it on social media. Good job, Paris. That's how you do it.
Paris done got cold with the reels because, like, for her to have a mindset to go back and grab that and piece it together, Paris, that might be my favorite clip of all time.
Steve Kim and myself and Steve have been killing her, that big old wobble body. So we won't see her in any UFC or boxing matches anytime soon. Steve, you got to go.
Not like that, Bailey.
You got to go to London, Steve. How was that?
Oh, it was quick, in and out. Left Thursday night, got in Friday afternoon, had the party, and by, I guess, Saturday their time, 3:20, I was on a flight back, and I made it home in time for basically the end of the Benavidez Morrell card, caught the main event, and then 5 minutes later heard about the big trade. So it was in and out. I didn't really experience that much jet lag.
I saw you on Whitlock with that before Smitty. I saw you on Whitlock about that big trade, and I just got to get your take on it. I haven't been able to watch the whole episode on Fearless yet. What is your overall take on that, if it's anything different than what you said on Whitlock after letting it resonate a couple more days?
I don't know really what to think. I think the Lakers got much worse defensively, at least for the time being. You got 2 ball-dominant guys. I'm kind of interested to see how those 2 fit in. You know, for those who think that we got the next superstar as a Laker fandom, you may be right, but I do have concerns about his body. He's put on a lot of weight. You know, people keep talking about this is 1989 Jordan or 2004 Kobe in terms of age. You know, I'm not going to argue that. That's a fact. But I also know those guys did not have a weight issue. They didn't need Ozempic at that age.
Ever.
And the other thing is, this seems to be an ushering out of clutch sports, as you mentioned. So, you know, we got to see how it goes. I don't care enough about the NBA to have one real passionate feeling about it or the other. But as soon as that guy from Akron leaves, I can become a Laker fan again.
Hey, and speaking of that, because Smitty hit me up yesterday, like, you might be onto something. Anthony Edwards and all these young stars are now going to social media like, I'm kind of scared. Maybe the owners are trying to get the power back, is what I mentioned yesterday to Smitty. I know, Smitty, I don't know if that's what you meant, but
that's what I meant. Yeah,
it's crazy, dog. It's crazy. Let's get into the rundown, Smitty.
Let's do it. Well, first of all, I mean, you know, before we kind of dive into all that, you mentioned you were at you went out of town, came back, watched the fight. What was your thoughts on the fight? How it went down? Performance from Benavidez? Just your overall view.
Benavidez is I compared him in my article for Snack.com. I called him 36 minutes of hell, a tip of the cap to the great Nolan Richardson, who had 40 minutes of hell during his days at Arkansas. He's a full court press. He's a one-man full court press who really turns everything into a phone booth battle. Yeah. You fight in a 20-by-20 ring, but he really suffocates you with this pressure, two-fisted style. I don't think he's a great puncher. At 75, I think he's very solid, but he makes up for it in volume. And David Morrell, his lack of seasoning really showed up. He was so defensive at times, just shelling up with a high guard defense. And I felt at times he had to either make the commitment to punch with or in between Benavidez or to be first, and he did neither, and he got caught up on too many long combinations. And he's a good fighter. He'll get better from it. But you could really see the seasoning and the experience come through. And I think Benavidez is a tough out. That doesn't mean he's a favorite over Beterbiev or Bivol. But with that type of volume and tenacity, nobody has an easy time with David Benavidez.
He feels like an old school fighter to me. Is that safe to say?
Yeah. Smitty, what I like about him is when you pay money to watch him, you come away thinking, wow, I just saw a fight.
Yeah.
And so whether you're a hardcore fan or a general casual fan, This is what you want to see. I've never actually been to a pay-per-view party where it's a boxing match and the people say, wow, all that fainting and slipping. I love the artistry. No. People actually say, God damn, that was a fight. People want to see violence. They want to see some viciousness. They want to see some bloodshed. We are bloodthirsty ghouls. So that's what creates new fans, in my view. And Benavidez is a bit of a throwback. Now, the question is, how many more times and who will he fight the rest of 2025? Last year at age 27, I believe, he only fought once. The PBC's got to do a better job of getting him out there more often. He's starting to build a real fan base. Now, the WBC said he is now the mandatory, based on that win for their interim title, for the winner of the rematch on February 22nd between Beterbiev and Bivol. Now, I still have my doubts whether they're going to execute all of this. Benavidez has said, well, that fight has to be in Las Vegas because I'm a Vegas fighter. And so now you're already throwing hurdles into it. So we're going to see what happens in the next few months.
I love it. Well, let's dive into this rundown here, man. So the Cleveland Browns said that they will not trade their superstar DN Myles Garrett, despite his request for a trade. Seems to be an interesting situation brewing here in Cleveland. JB, I'm gonna start with you first. What's your take on this? Do you agree with the Browns kind of, standing strong and saying, "Hey, you're under contract. You signed that line. We're not gonna just trade you because you asked for it." To your point a few minutes ago, with the NBA, it feels like owners are taking back, or GMs or whatever, take back control. Do you like this?
Yeah, Steve. It feels like the owners of the NBA and the NFL got together and said, "Hey, we need to take back the fucking hierarchy here." Like, I love it. And here's the thing. I don't know who you blame. Do you blame the ownership group and the GM for signing Deshaun Watson to the worst NFL contract ever and not being able to fulfill a roster around a guy like this, who I think has 102 sacks in his 20s? He only trails Reggie White, I believe, and Jared Allen.
Phenomenal.
So he's on a pace to be a wreck shop, for the future, but he wants to win, apparently. So he didn't care about extension, he said. He didn't care about future money with Cleveland, Steve. He just wants out. And I'm glad that Cleveland's holding him and saying, "No, we're going to stand on business. You can't just leave."
Coach, if he's your most bankable, tradable commodity and you get a good enough deal, why not? I mean, make him your Herschel Walker. Again, Cleveland didn't say forever. They said, well, no, not right now, basically. They never say that part. But if you are in a position where a team wants to give you a frontline starter, a first-round draft choice or 3, another second, another third, maybe a quarterback that you can actually kind of be useful with.
Yeah.
Again, that is the caveat to all of this. Is like, if you say, all right, Myles Garrett is no longer part of our future, you might lose leverage. Now, if you say, hey, this guy's untouchable, and teams understand, look, I got to come with at least 2 first-round draft choices and a starting player, well, at that point, you become a little bit more reasonable in terms of, will we deal Myles Garrett? I mean, look, I kind of get where Myles Garrett is coming from. The first half of his career looks like he's headed to the Hall of Fame, is over. But the other half now, he wants to do one thing. I've made my money. I have some security. I'd like to win now. And so it's not an unreasonable request.
Yeah, it's been what, 8? It's been quite some time, right? Was it 7, 8 seasons?
7. Yeah, he's at least 6-7 years in.
Yeah, so it's not like he's not like some soft guy who's back now. He's paid his dues, and I get JB's point. You sign a dotted line, I understand it, but I'm sure when he signed it, it's 2 reasons. 1, yeah, of course you want to get paid, of course, duh. But then 2, I'm sure he had to try to have some faith in the GM and in the team that they will put together.
Well, here's my point, though, Steve. Here's my point, though. He's not a free agent, right?
No, I don't believe so.
So that means he recently signed a contract worth pretty damn decent coin.
Right, but again, if he's making a request, that's different than a demand. My view is this: hey, I request this, and I'd say no. It's kind of like, to make it to politics. Yeah. These Democrats are requesting a lot of things for Trump, and he says no, and it's great. That's just kind of the way it is.
It's I've been saying this though, like, it's not sustainable, the track that we're on, to have zero accountability, zero hierarchy, zero, it's like just let anyone do anything. And we're seeing it in high school now, 4 years in 4 years, 4 schools in 4 years. These high school kids are transferring all over the country. Florida to California, California to Oregon. It's just ridiculous. And then you got college, obviously the portal. We know what that shit show is. And now you got the NFL where contracts are being demanded out. I just think at some point they're going to have to say, you know what, it's not sustainable. I think the owners are seeing it.
Well, in my view, look, Myles Garrett has not proven to be a problem, though. Until he starts doing a Jimmy Butler, this is not an issue. This is an off-season request that he made. And I'm the Miami Heat, and again, I don't know the collective bargaining agreement, but if I'm the NBA and I'm the Miami Heat, I would just tell Jimmy Butler, you want to sit out, go ahead, we're cutting off your payments. I think that's a breach of agreement. Again, I don't know the CBA. You know, but if Myles Garrett goes out there and says every week, I want to trade, I'm unhappy, but he still gives you 3 sacks a game, as far as I'm concerned, he's holding up his end of the bargain.
No, I've never questioned him. I've never questioned his approach or professional approach. I've never questioned it at all. I think he's been a stand-up dude, and it seems like he just wants to win. He's a freak. I mean, obviously.
And I hear, Sheldon played with him for a year. I hear his like training regimen, how he eats, how he prepares. It's ridiculous. Like he has everything's like structured and 2 workouts a day and eats it. Like he don't play around. So Steve Kim, one of my favorite quotes. He's a serious guy. Like he's a serious person.
I mean, look, he
serious
can make
human.
a request.
Serious human. Yeah.
And the Browns can look around. It just kind of reminded me of Kobe. Kobe was bitching and moaning. Let's be honest about it. In the summer of 2007. I want out of here. And going on every talk show. And Jerry Buss once again showed why he's the greatest owner in a major American sports history. He said, Kobe, I want to explain something to you. You are a 24-karat diamond. That is true. But just getting 3 8-karat diamonds back in return does not make it an equal trade. Now, here's what we're going to do. We will explore options. And if it's good for us, then we'll think about it. Till then, sit tight. And then they ended up getting Pau Gasol 6 months later. So this is nothing new. It's been there before. But again, I don't know if the Browns have the track record of Dr. Jerry Buss, though. We have to be honest about that.
And I think at what point does Myles Garrett say, all right, listen, man, I've been to this shithole Cleveland for 8 years, and it is a shithole. Shout out to all the Cleveland folks I know. And you're like, nobody, Steve, Smitty, nobody wants to go to Cleveland as a free agent destination. Like, that's the problem. And I think he sees it and is like, oh, I'm never going to get a comparable roster to help me win here. I got to go. So, I mean, I just think that. Steve, I want to move on to something real interesting, and I'll get your take on. Roger Goodell has addressed the media and said, on the public perception that officiating favors the Chiefs, quote, it's a ridiculous theory for anyone who might take it seriously, quote, end quote. Will the refs be a game-deciding factor in this Super Bowl 59 as they were in 57 when these two teams played, Steve?
That's a tough one. I mean, what is Goodell going to say? Yeah, it's rigged. I mean, I see this.
We got a bunch of Donnie's out here. We got a bunch of Donnie's out here, Steve. Yeah, like he ain't going to say that.
I mean, look, I believe the Eagles can win the game. Okay, but I have a particular theory about it. Jalen Hurts has to be the MVP.
I said the same thing.
If I'm the Eagles, I have to understand one thing. I know what Spags is going to do. He's going to try to get me in 3rd and long, and they're going to try to stop Barkley. You got to be willing to throw deep and challenge vertical on early downs. If it's just going to be run, it's 3rd and 8, you're losing already. You have got to be able to say to Jalen, you're going to have to make throws early in the game and often on 1st and 2nd down. Okay? Now, with all of that said, is the officiating a fact? Of course it is. It's a game. It's a game that's officiated by humans. And it's hard to ignore the track record. And guys like Terrell Owens are now saying, hey, the referees are a factor. He played the game. He has a better football resume than any of us. I mean, who am I to doubt him? So the league has an issue. I believe that there might be so much pressure and scrutiny. Maybe we actually get a game that is fairly called. We'll see.
Steve, I got to ask you, I just mentioned it to Smitty earlier. I'm like in the Patrick Mahomes debate of things, if he's ever going to be put in this GOAT conversation, does he need to win this 3rd game in a row? And we started debating it. And I'm like, can you name me in 4 Super Bowls a play that you remember and say, damn, that was Patrick Mahomes' finest moment?
Their first Super Bowl, they were down 10, and I think on a 3rd and 17 against the Niners, he had that deep shot to Tyreek Hill. I don't think anyone else in the league could have made that throw. That flipped the whole game.
See,
I don't remember.
CJB, exactly. And I'm glad. See, Steve is the encyclopedia. So my memory is not as good
And
as
from
Steve.
with that said, I don't think he's the greatest. But if you're going to say what's a signature play,
right,
that would be one.
And earlier, Steve, I said I can't think of something right now. You put me on the spot, but I know for a fact that Mahomes has had some moments in Super Bowl. So I'm glad you pointed that out. Go ahead.
But I give
a moment.
Yeah, Coach, I give Mahomes credit though, as Bill Belichick says in the Bible of Belichick. Before you win a game, you cannot lose it. Let's go back 2 years ago. I was at your place. I remember exactly where I was, right next to Coach Cody. The Eagles were this close to taking over that game. They were up a touchdown. They're driving, and Jalen Hurts puts the ball on the ground, fumble, scoop 6. And Jalen had a great year. Jalen, you laid the ball on the ground, brother. Ball security is job security and Super Bowl security. If they score on that drive, I think that game's over. Mahomes
I remember that
generally stays away from those mistakes, to his credit.
We got to watch that throw if we can one day. I just watched it online, and the motherfucking ball is so far behind Tyreek Hill. It would have been huge like that. To me, I'm looking at this like, is it Aikman? Is it Aikman on the fucking 25-yard dagger to Michael Irvin against a team that had 6 Hall of Famers in Buffalo that had Thurman Thomas and Andre Reed in it, and then the defense with Darryl Talley and Bruce Smith? Hell no. Who threw 4 touchdowns and 0 picks? I remember that Aikman performance. I remember John Elway getting helicopter. I remember Brett Favre getting helicopter. I remember Joe Montana to Dwight Clark. I don't remember these moments.
We chose for a helicopter play. It's not as big as what you think it is. It was a 3rd down run. He ran. He got hit.
And he had to extend the play, Coach. I'm just telling you, that was kind of one of those things where he had to extend the play, and he had to have a rocket launcher of an arm. Like, well, okay, let's watch it.
Let's watch this. Come on now. They're down 10 in the fourth quarter. 7 minutes left.
All right, we didn't have to extend it. That's a hell of a coach. I get it's a little bit behind him, but you gotta put it on the guy.
Yeah, but look how far you have to throw it though.
Smitty, we're literally looking at a fucking punt thrown up there, and we're banking on that's the greatest quarterback ever. Come on, you guys are killing me.
You asked him a very specific question.
I said moment. I said moment.
JB likes to like flip what you.
Hold on.
He didn't say he was the GOAT. He said,
you know how many great throws supposedly Bradshaw made that Lynn Swan had to do some ballet in the air?
Come on, bro.
They're saying I'm reaching. They're saying I'm reaching for a moment, but yet there's the moment. That's not a reach. Fucking Tyreek Hill has to catch a ball like this from the GOATs.
Steve, my argument earlier was, okay, let's say I can't think of some magical play.
Right.
I remember drives though, Steve. I remember them every Super Bowl they're down, and they somehow
last year, Smitty, we were right next to each other. When they won the coin toss and the Chiefs were driving, I said, "There's no stopping them." I could just tell. And there was a 3rd down and a 4th down in that overtime drive, wasn't there?
Yes.
And I remember thinking, "Uh-oh, it's over." I could just feel it. As soon as they crossed midfield, I said, "This feels just like the Patriots-Falcons."
Thank you.
I
listen, I'm not even I'm not a Chiefs guy, but we can't be so biased that we can't admit when he makes big plays or when he.
And I'm not a Mahomes guy. I've said it. He's not my GOAT. It's cool Joe Montana.
I think you guys are missing the thing though. Like we're sitting here debating drives. Like Smitty, these guys in the chat, I see these motherfuckers in the chat were like, "Oh, that one throw to Tyreek when he threw that screen and he went 80." Like, no, give me a moment that stands out. Again, we're sitting here reaching for a moment. You guys are giving me drives.
You guys are giving me the perfect throw. We said it's a
I'm just saying though, like you guys are literally talking about fucking drives here. Like Smitty's like, hey, that 13-play drive that Andy Reid scripted where they threw fucking 6 dunks, dink and dunks, and then 2 screens on 3rd down, and like this motherfucker's giving me a whole scripted screen drive. Like what? Give me a moment that this guy's known for.
Imagine this.
Not one person's giving me one fucking moment that he's thrived in and said, "Oh shit, that was a hell of a Dwight Clark. Mahomes wins the Super Bowl." I haven't seen one.
Why is that like the sign that shows you're like one play? Like, no,
it was.
Forget one play. He's putting together 8-9 play drives that led to touchdowns. That's one game.
That's more
impressive than one.
The only reason we're bringing it up, Smitty, we're bringing it up because this is a guy that we're saying, is he in the GOAT conversation? No. Because you can't By the way, Steve, this guy's been to. By the way, Steve, there's a kicker. It's not like Aikman, and I'm asking 31-year-old Smitty to remember what Aikman did in Super Bowls. This is the guy who's been to 3 in a row. He's the most relevant guy, and we can't come up with one fucking play he's made.
Coach, can I tell you something about our beloved Troy Aikman? Troy Aikman had a great first Super Bowl. The second Super Bowl, he had a concussion. He ran into the knee at Ted Washington in the championship game. Doesn't even remember the last month of that whole season. They were down. I remember they're watching that game, and they're scuffling. I think it was 13-6. Jimmy Johnson gets in there and said, we're going to run power. They ran O-counter 9 times in a row with the great Emmitt Smith.
And that's why he didn't have to, right?
And the MVP was Emmitt Smith. Now, the third Super Bowl in 95, which took place in 96, the most effective quarterback for the Cowboys was Neil O'Donnell. He kept throwing the ball to Larry Brown. Aikman didn't have a great Super Bowl that either. Neither did Emmitt Smith. So we have to be honest about it. Now, Mahomes has not had any really great Super Bowls in my view, but based on the overall body of work, and he wins that if he wins that third one in a row, I believe it's very difficult to keep him out of right now the top 5. My view of it.
I said the same. I told Smitty, if he wins, I'll put him in the top 5 discussion. That's all I said. Does he have a play like this? I remember. Does like Mahomes have plays that we can remember?
Let's watch this stuff. Hold on.
I just want to know.
This is a good scramble. Hold on, but JB, hold on. I bet when you watch this as a young person, that play was amazing. It was, oh my God, show it in replay. His body twisted and turns. He got hit. You know how many fucking scrambles Mahomes has where he's ran and picked the ball?
Let me break down different.
Back then you can hit people. Smitty, you can murder quarterbacks.
Let me break down the difference. This is Mahomes now. Mahomes in the 49ers walks in the end zone. The guy meets him at the goal line.
Yeah, that is true. That is true, Smitty.
That's fucking true. Elway, helicopter, head up, homie.
But what I'm saying, when I watched that play, yes, he got hit. I understand what you're saying. He got hit. This run, we see this run all the time. Maybe because I'm spoiled with dual threat quarterbacks now. But I've seen this Cam Newton. We've seen so many. Josh Allen does this every week. It feels like. Like to me, this is like a regular, cool run.
Yeah, but Smitty, the intent of the defenders is much different then. They were much more violent.
The era is so soft.
That's the 97 season. Now, Coach, I have a question. Man. I heard Coach Mazzone, who I love, say last week, the game is faster today, and it got me thinking. And again, he knows more football than I do. I'm not here to be Mina Kimes. But I have a question. If defenders now cannot hit through people, they have to slow down and make sure offensive players, when they have the ball, actually see them. They're not allowed to Jack Tatum their ass. They're not allowed to just absolutely blindside them and ear hole them, and they have to consciously slow down. Are we sure the game is faster defensively?
Well, Ninkovich addressed that with Smitty and I yesterday. He kind of brought that up. He was like, I got on Smitty if you can remember exactly, but he was like, man, we used to be taught if you throw a slant to put him in the ground.
Yeah.
Now it's like guys are catching it at free will, no issue, no stress whatsoever. So that goes to the quarterback stress level also being put down, right? Because I could throw a hang-up ball, Smitty, right. and I ain't got to worry about a guy getting fucking depleted and put out for the fucking year.
Right.
So
again,
this whole era.
As a defender, if I'm coming downhill, and I know that if you catch a bang 8, but I have to kind of slow down to make sure that, hey, I can't get a flag here, and I'm slowing down, I don't know if the game's actually faster.
I just wonder, and I would love to have some more current players. I remember like a year ago, maybe, we had Patrick Queen on here. And, JB, you would ask him a question basically just about, just the rule change and stuff like that and how it affects his play. And Patrick Queen said, I don't care. He said, when I play the game, I don't think when you're on the field, he said, you can't think about that. You got to go out there and just hit. I bet you 9 out of 10 players would have that same mindset because to Steve Kill's point, it's almost impossible to be out there full speed. Everything's going on. You're trying to call the play. You're trying to read the opposition. It's almost impossible to really think in that split second, I got to slow down before I hit him. I see it with the quarterback, and you see Mahomes running around. People don't
now, though, Smitty, they have to be coaching that. I mean, even now, this used to drive people nuts about Manny Diaz at Miami. He wouldn't live hit enough. he'd bring in that big donut and they'd do that like rugby tackling, and I'd be like, "What is this shit?" And it showed in our tackling. It was terrible this last year. So
isn't that my point, though, City? Isn't that my point? Is if you're talking about one thing, I'm talking about another. We're sitting here talking about as the game slowed down because of the rules. Isn't that my whole point of the stress level being taken down? Like, that's the issue. You're talking about a guy not caring and all that shit, but I was like, at the end of the day, the rules, though, say that if I hit you and I have to slow down because bang-bang plays are being called every day for targeting.
Coach,
we're mad at bang-bang play.
Hitting a guy too hard now is essentially a penalty, or if it looks too violent.
Or bang-bang play, what Smitty and I argue every day, like, how are you going to change that? Smitty and I are like, how is this guy going to get his body contorted and going 20 miles an hour? It's impossible.
But it's literally impossible.
But see, so the rules say to do this, but then the action says this. That's the problem. That's the issue I have.
You are now coaching with less aggression. When you are a coach in a drill, you guys don't do that because that's a penalty. 30 years ago, it's like, that's a great hit. I still recall Leonard Marshall giving a third and fourth and fifth effort in Joe Montana's, where really his last game as a starting quarterback. It was the 1990 championship game. And Leonard Marshall drilled Montana so hard that Joe not only missed the next year, he didn't really even play till late in 92. He hit that today would be a penalty.
Like Steve Young's
hits I ever saw in my life. I loved it.
Look at Bledsoe and Steve Young in big games getting taken out. Like there wasn't even anything on that. Like nobody cared. It was like football. You leave the pocket, guess what? You're live act.
So Steve, let me ask you this real quick before we transition. Based upon everything we just said, the game being softer and different rules, all that stuff. Do you think, like, will Mahomes just never have an opportunity to even be considered the GOAT because the era he plays in?
You know, look, he's got to start putting, once again, I want to start seeing becoming the guy that he was the first season or two. I want to see some 5,000-yard seasons.
Yeah, I agree.
I want to see him win some 41-38 games all the time. Because right now, they are a game-managing defensive team that's very high IQ, and they have great coordinators and coaches. But statistically, there are certain things I'm like, this is a pretty easy era to throw the ball in, right?
Right.
Or easier. Sometimes I'm just like, wow, you threw for 38 times for 160 yards, and I'm supposed to be impressed. I mean, Smitty, I'm not a big analytics guy, but I'm just telling you, the one statistic that I look at every week when I judge a quarterback, yards per attempt, not completion, yards per attempt. And if you're not at least at 8.5, you're just being checked down Charlie. You're just dinking and dunking. You know, so look, I like Mahomes. I'm not as harsh on him as coaches, but I don't think anyone is. But I do think it's a different game for quarterbacks than what Troy Aikman, Dan Marino, Phil Simms, Boomer Esiason, Jim Kelly, and all those guys played.
Yeah, that's a fair point. Well, let's keep this thing flowing, JB. The Rams informed Eastern Washington University wide receiver legend, okay, Bailey, with the details, Cooper Kupp, that they will be working with him this offseason on a trade. So it sounds like his time in LA is set to end. I want to ask you guys, man, which team should target Cooper Kupp? What's the best fit for Kupp, in you guys' opinion?
That's a great question. I mean, is he any? I don't think he's a number one anymore. Looks like the Kupp no longer runneth over. But
I would say he's a 2.
Yeah, he's a 2 or 3. He's very versatile. He can play inside, certainly play in the slot. He's a real technician. If I'm a team that's going to invest anything in him, I'm going to need a physical to see exactly how many miles are left on that odometer. So that's a tough one. I think it's tough because he wants to stay with the Rams, and that's what I'm always going to associate him with. But it's clear Puka Nacua now is their number 1 receiver.
Crazy. Yeah. And listen, it's a sad business. This is what it is, though. It's a business. And you guys in college need to understand. When y'all say I'm grown and it's a business, I'm making a business decision. When you put on fucking 6 hats, Miami and Florida State and fucking Ball State, and then you're making jokes about it, guess what? This happens, and then you're going to be sad and go cry in the car. So I just want to be clear that this is a business, and unfortunately, all our fan favorites out here, and especially in LA, Cooper Kupp's a fan favorite. I have full belief and faith in Sean McVay. He is a top 5 coach in football, in my opinion. I think he knows what he's doing. I know he knows what he sees and what he wants and needs going forward with Matthew Stafford. And I know Stafford's probably not happy. They're best friends and all that. But listen, it's a business, Smitty. You got to get younger.
I have an
and
idea. Based on Cooper Kupp's intelligence and the fact that he could play inside and out, I kick the tires if I'm the Chiefs. Ooh. I would love to see him operate with Mahomes and Andy Reid offense.
I would too.
They took some older guys this year and made them pretty, productive.
I would too.
And I want to. And I want to be a Hall of Famer because that seems like a guy that really gives a crap about that stuff. And you've told me, c'est la vie. I'm like, I'm motivated. I'm motivated. I'm playing the Rocky IV soundtrack every time I work out this.
They're going to mess around and win 4 in a row, Steve. Why would you put that out there?
I got a different spin. I hope and pray, please, baby Jesus, please allow Cooper Kupp to go to Kansas City Chiefs so we can all see the fact that Matthew Stafford is such a more superior ball spinner than Patrick Mahomes ever could be. And Cooper Kupp later will retire and say, damn, I only caught 32 balls this year because I can't run nothing other than bubble screen here. And Patrick Mahomes can't see over the defensive line and throw me a dig route on time because he can't figure out how to throw in the teeth of the coverage.
Okay, I'm curious to see that too because Kupp is a true technician. He can run any route. He could.
Yeah, and he's gonna be like, "Throw me the ball, Mahomes," and Mahomes gonna go and throw the fucking screen pass to Hunt. Like that's what you know what? Let's put that in fruition. I want to see him go there so he can tell the truth and say, "Man, not even close." Patrick Mahomes ain't even close to Matthew Stafford. That's what I want to see. See, I want to.
You're such an
great take, Steve. Great take.
Over exaggerating on these screens and stuff, man. Like the Chiefs wouldn't be in position to win back titles off bubble.
On Sunday, here's what we got to do, Coach. Sunday,
let's count.
We got to keep track of the screens and the bubbles. And we got to have like a drinking game. We got to have some sort of contest. You got to have like a Coach JV board. So every time there's a bubble or a shuttle, we got to do something.
Speaking of that, we got hostesses doing.
We may all have to call Ubers by the end of the game.
I got a long drive back. You too, Steve. But we'll figure it out. But JB, you are being over dramatic with this, man. You act like.
Hey, but I made some great Mahomes points today. God, I just hope that it comes to fruition. I hope I go on Whitlock.
We've never heard those before.
Hey, Steve,
they're all original.
Here's the honest take.
I've never heard this before.
I think this honest take. Now with the, I got to ask your addition. I got to ask your thoughts on this before you get out of here, though. But I think that the Vegas Raiders makes the most sense for Cooper Kupp. If we're in being serious, now I'm being dead ass serious. I want him to be a Chief. I'm being dead serious. I want that proof to be shown to the world. But having said that, I wouldn't mind him going to a Raiders program with Pete Carroll, and then now they just got Chip Kelly, and they're going to figure out who their QB is. And I can be honest, I've been hearing some things that don't be surprised if Aiden O'Connell's the quarterback and they build a defense first, run game second. Type of program there with Pete Carroll.
Kupp, do you want to go to a rebuilding team?
No, but that's the thing. I don't know if he'll have a choice. I don't know if he's gonna. How many ailing old white receivers, whites, not wide, receivers? Are you thinking everybody's out there knocking down their door? Like at this age with the injuries that he's had, I don't know. You know, another place, C.J. Stroud could sure use them too. So there's a few players. How about the Bills?
Whoa, the Bills already got an old guy, Omari hanging.
The Bills need a true one. The Bills need Tyreek.
He's gone.
The Bills need Tyreek Hill.
Yeah, I don't know. I just think there's a lot of places out there that can still use a wily veteran like him. You know what I mean? Like Eric Weddle will stick up for all the old whites going back and winning the Super Bowl. I think Cooper Kupp can do that too. Hey, Steve, real quick, I got to ask you a boxing question. Is it true September Canelo?
September 13th, Crawford, Canelo, I believe they're on the goal line. It's very close to being. I've heard it for about a month. It's headed that way.
I am going to that fight. I don't care what the tickets cost. I don't care what
You're
I
got to do. We're having a palooza here. You're going to be here.
I believe it's going to be in Allegiant Stadium.
Yeah, first fight ever in there.
It's the first fight they're ever going to have at that stadium. I'm probably going to have to go. It'll be an interesting event.
We are going, Steve. We're going to be there.
We might do another Vegas trip, Steve. I don't know. We might do another. Sunday's getting ready.
Y'all can let me know if y'all want to join me. I'm definitely going to be there.
Steve, we're getting ready for Sunday as we approach this game. It's a -1 game, obviously. It's a pick'em game. It can go any way. I think the Chiefs and did the Chiefs win the third game in a row, third year in a row, in your opinion?
Look, I think at this point, you're going against the mystique, the magic.
Are you going to bet against them? No.
But I want the Eagles? Well, I generally root for the NFC because I used to be a Rams fan way back as a kid. But quite frankly, I'm sick of the Chiefs. I don't even hate them. I'm just kind of sick of this whole thing. But again, Jalen Hurts, early down vertical shots. You just cannot go run. Oh my God, it's 3rd and 8. That you cannot do it. Now you're gonna actually put Jalen Hurts in a worse position if you do not allow him to throw on early down. So they're gonna have to say, Jalen, win the MVP and we win the Super Bowl. That's the game plan in my view.
Yeah, it's going to be interesting, man. I don't know. It's going to be very interesting. We'll see, man. We'll see. But Sunday's getting close. I got a lot of things in the fire, Steve. We're going to have a lot of fun. We got a bunch of different setups here. So I know Steve loves the lounge. So we'll be playing poker in here, a couple dealers, and Steve can get one of these corner chairs, and he'll post up. We'll have all the TVs on, inside, outside, about 15 TVs running, Steve. I put new TVs outside as well for outside.
No, you didn't.
Yeah.
You got the mist. You got the mist coming out too.
Yeah, it's supposed to be like 71 degrees. It'd be perfect. So, hey, Steve, see you on Whitlock later on.
Thursday, we'll talk later. See you later.
Right. See you next week. Be Super Bowl. Man, that's dope, man.
Thursday, though. He'll be on the show Thursday, though. He'll be back on the show Thursday before that.
Yeah, I fly out. I got a PJ at 6 p.m. Wednesday. I'll figure it out.
I knew it was something.
Yeah, Thursday, Friday gonna be tough for me, JB.
Dan Orlovsky is irking me in a lot of ways.
What do you do this time?
I don't know. It's just irking me.
That's your boy.
Yeah, it's just irking me.
I thought Dan was supposed to come on this show.
He won't. He's fucking scared.
Like a couple years ago.
But they'll text me and be like, "What did I do to you, JB?" You fucking lied. That's what you did. So listen. Hopefully he's with Mina when I roll up on her and Karen Bass this week in L.A. and do a show.
Are you ready for that?
Hopefully Dan will pull up and we can get on the board. Like, I would love to ask this question to Mina. Say, Mina, get over here, Mina. Like, I'll be respectful. I'm never going to disrespectful in person. You know me, Smitty. I'm going to actually, that's one thing I'm not bullshitting about. I would never disrespect someone else's show if they have me on their show. That's just not how I roll. It's a bitch move to me. So it doesn't matter who brings me on. I would have respectful conversations, but I'll still be myself in a way that I would say, hey, but Mina, listen, let's come over here and talk this cover 2. Let's talk this cover 2 versus 11 personnel, 2x2. Let's dive into, I want you to spin the quarters top down, and I want you to defend power, okay? And show me how you roll quarters coverage into man free, and I want you to apex the Sam backer and widen his ass out over the tight end who's flexed, and I want you to fit B gap to the field. And then I want you to fucking spin the flag. I want you to run some cloud coverage on top of that while you defend it so we can spy and get them to throw the bubble to where the open B gap is so we can blow it up and trap the corner. I want you to break that down for me real quick because you are an analytical guru, Mina.
You know, a lot of people wouldn't be able to, like you said that to a lot of people, man, shoot, I can't tell you everything you just did. I ain't gonna lie to you. Because again, I play D-line. So I understand everything you said to a certain extent. But if you told me to draw everything you just said, I probably would make a few mistakes. And I'm a football guy. I played for years. But like I'm just saying, like you just broke down a lot of fucking shit. You play quarterback, so you know all the coverage. A lot of people would not be able to go do what you just said. So that's not even just a Mina thing.
I was fucking about boys.
He said roll quarter coverage to man free, run to be going through 1,000 things at this at one time.
I mean, that's an actual regular call, though. If I had Weddle right now or Nick, then we'd be like, that was our basic trigger call to 11 2x2 running power. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Like, no, I was telling my boy I said that. He was like, man, you would have to have fucking Nick Saban on to talk about that shit.
Right. You would need like the.
But ain't that my point, though?
But I don't know, man. Maybe I don't watch her enough. The stuff I see, I don't see her trying to like act like she's a coach. No, she uses
No,
numbers.
it ain't about the goal. It ain't about the goal.
Numbers to defend a point, and she's like a nerd. Like I look at me as like a football nerd. She's big on numbers, analytics. She uses that to make a case. Boom.
But that's my point. To your point.
She's not trying. You act like she's trying to say.
You're wrong, though. You're wrong, though.
She's never trying to say like I'm
no,
better than
you're
you.
wrong.
You know?
No, you're wrong, though. See, to your point, I agree to you. I would agree to you. If she was just analytical and did what you say she does, I would agree with you 100%. She doesn't, though. When you start to talk about cover 2 versus nickel and personnel groups and shit, that is out of your lane.
But
you are wrong.
If you're in the middle of a conversation and like, let's say you're talking to Dan Orlovsky or whoever the group is, and like it's a conversation. So if they say something, you ain't gonna just fucking sit there for 12 minutes. You're gonna respond and give more. Like that's you know how these things work. So I'm saying like
bottom line. Before we take a break, homie. Before I piss my pants. Bottom line though. Smash or pass?
She's married and has a kid, and I respect it, and I'm married. So
that had nothing to do with the question. Fuck.
I should ask you and Bailey that though. Y'all both single men.
Why? Is it still smash or pass?
My wife just texted me, said you loud. So I said, all right, I'm gonna quiet down a little bit. So my wife is in there, so like I ain't, and then Mina married too. So
I wouldn't give her a squirt of piss. Let's dive into a commercial break. We'll be back in about 5 minutes. I gotta take a piss, and then I got a lot of shit to do, Smitty. We got a busy week today. I did a lot of shit yesterday, Smitty. I went and bought about $700 in alcohol. Then I had to, get all that shit situated. Then I got to go get all the other little shit. So all week, every day I got a checklist, Smitty, on my board. Every day I got to do something in lieu of this party and Super Bowl. I do every year, Super Bowl. I kind of treat this as a Super Bowl my birthday, Smitty, because I don't do birthdays. And my birthday's the 21st, and I'm not gonna have another party because I don't do party. So I'm not gonna do a birthday party. I'm too old to have a fucking birthday party. So I just get the homies together, do a Super Bowl thing, and my birthday. I just treat it as a big get together.
How you too old to celebrate the day you was born on this earth? How you too old for that?
What's up?
How are you too old to celebrate the day that you were born on this earth? That matters, homie. Like I don't understand that. You need to get out there. You need to get out that little gang member mindset. You're not that guy no more. You're not that guy. You live a good life. You're not banging no more.
Sum it up real quick. I can sum it up. I can sum it up for you real quick.
Do it.
Because I'm not a bitch.
So celebrating your birthday makes you a bitch.
Kinda.
That's crazy. Like Jeff, you got a lot.
Like in the way you're saying it.
You got a lot of knowledge. You got a lot of knowledge.
No. You're trying to get me to like June is my half birthday. I wouldn't do you want me to do a whole celebration? Do you want me to celebrate for fucking 2 months after the birthday too, like broad do?
Where did JB get that? I'm talking to the chat. I ain't been that night. Where did JB get this other? I never said about half birthdays. I never said 2 months after birthday. I said your actual February 21st, right? Your actual birthday. There's nothing wrong with celebrating the day that JC Lamont Brown was born on this earth.
I'm like, hey girl, where you at? And she's like, I'm in Vegas. I'm like, what are you doing? It's my birthday. And I go, your birthday was 3 months ago. I know, I still celebrate my birthday. Dog, Smitty, I'm gonna be honest. I deleted her out my phone number, on my phone. Can't do it. I can't do it no more, homie. The bitches out here, the women out here in the world, they wonder why they're single. First of all, because you expose yourself to every motherfucking buddy. Nobody has an imagination of what you look like under your naked skin. Because guess what? You're naked. So nobody has an imagination on what your nipples look like, what the ass look like, the thighs. You got stretch marks. You got fucking belly button piercing. You got pussy clip pierced. Your titties pierced. Nipples pierced. Nobody knows. We all know already. So we don't give a fuck. So guess what we try to do? We try to smash on day one because there is no future in your frontin'. I don't need to date you and take you to Cheesecake Factory like the homie did. I don't need to do all that. I smashed day one because you're naked on Instagram every day and we know what you look like already. So that's the issue. And y'all wonder why y'all don't have men. And then a bitch told me yesterday, we got men. No, you don't. You got dick. Huge difference. You get dick. You don't get men. Make sure you understand Kelly under the chandeliers.
So all that being said, in a nutshell, is why you don't celebrate your birthday. We'll be back at 5.
Yeah. Yes. What up, man? This is a proud new sponsor of the Coach JB Show with Big Smitty, and it is First Round Performance.
Yeah.
Make sure you head on over to firstroundperformance.com. We got the merch, the gear. They are top-notch company.
High quality, JB. All about the quality here. Workout gear, exclusive gear. What's that right there, JB?
By the way, nobody else in the country or the world has this short right here. You can put this short on. It helps your back. It helps your hamstrings, helps your quads as you work out.
What?
You can wear these right underneath your workout shorts or what have you. It's kind of like a girdle, but very, very comfortable. Shorts Against Syndrome. It's SAFS. Go head on over there and check it out. First Round Performance.
JB, they got workout bands. They got ankle weights.
What's this?
What's in that box?
Kind of good.
It's our first time seeing this.
What's this?
I'm nervous. What's that?
A 40-yard dash electric timer. You can go get your workout on with the light and the strobe and the whole deal. Firstroundperformance.com.
Oh, you just turned it on, JB.
Bam.
You want that smoke?
Go check it out.
I know you ain't trying to race me, JB.
I might race Smitty and smoke him.
You ain't trying to race me. You scared of that life.
Yeah, this is real deal. You guys got to go check it out. Firstroundperformance.com. Head on over there. Proud new sponsor of the Coach JB Show.
This is nice, JB.
With Big Smitty. And
all this is mine, right?
hell yeah. Listen, their premium gear, including the revolutionary SAFS shorts I just showed you, are expertly designed by a leading orthopedic surgeon to align your hips and relieve your pain. It is trusted by athletes and active individuals alike, whether you are pushing your limits with their high-quality resistance bands, as Smitty just showed you, or boosting recovery with the powerful dual-spectrum red light therapy devices that I just showed you. First Round Performance delivers the tools needed to stay at the top of your game. Whether aiming for peak performance or simply wanting to live pain-free, they've got you covered. Visit firstroundperformance.com or shop on Amazon today. They just launched their AmazonStore.com, their Amazon store. This is out there, First Round Performance on Amazon. And so go help them out and grab some performance gear today. And please feel free to reach out to us if you have any questions.
Yes, sir.
Go First Round.
Go First Round, baby.
The promo code will be Coach JB. So check that out and head on over there today.
Get right, baby. First Round, the highest quality.
First Round Performance, go get you some merch.
Ooh, I like this shirt. I like this shirt, JB.
Peace. Play that Kincaid dropped, designed by Joe Brady, who I thought had a bad game plan overall. I want to go back to the beginning of this play. It doesn't show it, but Matt, we're in a 3x1 set here. It starts off in quads, Matt, and I just want to be clear. It starts off in quads, and I'm sitting here watching the game, and I said they're going to motion Shakir back, and they're either going to motion him across or they're going to motion him on a return. They motion him on a return here. He's the one that's about to run the bubble. All I'm saying is if we teach these freaks that a little bit of coverage helps and recognition helps. Matt, if he was a passer first, runner second, he would be in the Super Bowl because he would throw the swing route here to the numbers game and Shakir gets 30 yards. But he runs to the pressure because he's such a freak, Matt, that he thinks he can do all things and outrun the edge and he can fucking hurdle you and all this shit. When seriously, you can save your body and throw the swing to Shakir on 4th and 5, and nobody's talking about the Kincaid drop. Nobody's talking about shit other than he made a quarterback play that he's supposed to make. Show the play. Look at Shakir, Matt. I don't understand. It's a great play design here. Great play design here. But we're trying to be a freak. We're trying to be a freak because we haven't taught Josh Allen the necessities of the position that allow him to supersede and get past Mahomes one time. Just throw the ball to the numbers on the pressure.
He doesn't even have time to be a freak, bro. The fucking defense is on him in a second.
Like right now, yeah.
Can't fucking protect this because we've got 4 guys sliding left for 3 defenders, and McDuffie is fucking piping off the other side when he's a corner who's not stacked at the fucking top of the goddamn route too. Why are they running a crosser? That should be a hot route to the sideline. That's a fucking first down too if he just throws the goddamn ball. So this starts with protection first, period. If he gets any time, if he gets 1 second to set his feet, maybe he's safe
I don't agree. I don't agree at all with any of you.
Go back to the beginning of it and see how fast they're in the backfield, bro. The protection
so what? So what? Isn't that what you want? You want pressure. Hold on. Don't we not want pressure when we run swing screens? I want you to come to me, homie. I'm throwing a swing screen. What are we fucking talking about?
We're not fucking up the protection. There's a huge difference.
This is a quad protection. It's empty.
There's not a quad fucking protection. They're sliding 4-man left when they should be going 3-man right. They're going 4-man left and they're blocking fucking 4 guys with 2. This isn't a quad protection. They totally fucking blow the protection.
Hold on. Is this not empty protection?
He's in the fucking backfield. It's orbit motion.
He's free releasing, man. It's fucking empty.
But it's not empty, JB. He's in the backfield, dog.
Hold on. Is he not? Here we go. Thank you.
Orbiting motion. That's not empty anymore. Now it's orbit.
Hold on, though. I understand that, Matt. Are we?
So go back to the beginning, and I'll try and do it from the side because I just said I want to watch this one.
He's still in empty protection.
Hold on.
One at a time, y'all. One at a time.
It may fucking be empty protection. I'm trying to figure out what they're doing because I can't see it from the back view. Go back to the fucking beginning, please. Jesus Christ. Right now it seems.
Go, Matt. Go.
Right now it
Stop being so goddamn emotional, homie. Stop being so fucking emotional and answer the question or don't. Goddamn, homie. We're just coaching here. It ain't that serious. Are we in quads or not? I'm coaching with you, man. It's not an argument. We're in quads, homie.
I'm trying to learn right now. That shit is beautiful right now. Let's break it down, Matt.
Go.
Cool. Thanks. Seems to me that this is a 5-3. I don't know if that's another 3 technique or a 2-eye and a 5 technique. And they walk up the linebackers in the gaps. So right now, if we're in empty, which it's an empty protection, that's fine. But 60 and 70 protection, it doesn't matter if it's empty or not. The fucking back orbits in. They don't motion with the back, which tells you that there's some kind of zone concept as they sink and keep eyes on Josh Allen to keep him from running. Now, right now, the offensive line, all right, the 2 defensive linemen down here, which I think is Chris Jones and I think Gorlastis is on the other side. Mm-hmm. The left guard and left tackle right now are rock one-on-one on these 2.
Yep.
They can't fucking slide. There should be no slide to them either because all of the problem is to the right. Right down here with 4 defenders, even with Shakir going in orbit motion, there's only 3 defenders. There's 3 assholes. Neither one of these guys are coming. At the top, you're stacked. The safety is stacking McDuffie at the top when he's pressing whichever receiver, Samuel maybe that is. Right now, the offensive line should be like rock on the left. Yep. The backside A gap's the squeeze gap, which Bolton is standing in, but Bolton drops. So right now, you can either go full turn Terry and push everybody right, which in turn leaves the backside defensive end for Josh Allen to look at. And if he doesn't pitch peel with Shakir off the orbit fucking motion, you definitely throw the ball to 10. But right now, they push left. They let McDuffie run through the fucking B gap, and because the protection is so destroyed and they don't know what they're fucking doing, Josh Allen gets hit in the mouth after 1 second. It's not him trying to be a freak. It's the offensive line not being able to read their fucking front and not know the protection. That's just my opinion. But it's also true.
All right, cool. And I got to... Look who's back. The white, not the black. Fucking, I should be a rhymer, homie. I should be a motherfucking rhymer. BPS, someone's late. Guess who it is? Not the me, not the white, because the white's on time. Who's supposed to be? Big Smitty's not here. Where is he? Quanzito coming through Sunday to the crib. We got, man, it's going to be a cool Sunday. Hope everybody makes it. It's supposed to be about 70, 71 degrees. We got all kind of shit cracking. There's a lot of festivities. Jello shot hostesses will be walking around. You got to tip them, though, because one will be in Eagles lingerie. The other one will be in Chiefs lingerie. Yeah. Lee said my bars are whack. Oh, my bars, my rhyming bars. Yeah, they are. I don't want to be a rapper, though. I don't want to be a rapper. I thought you meant my bars. I was going to cuss you out. I got multiple bars. I got like 3 bars in the house. I got a whole outdoor bar. I got an indoor bar. I got another bar in the theater. I got another bar, actually, in a little other area. I got bars for days. I don't know. I got a professional photographer coming, though, for the Super Bowl. And he'll do some video, and we'll make a blog or vlog or log or glog or whatever the fuck you guys call it. What the gays call it, vlog, or whatever that is. What do you guys call that? Is that a vlog or something? Anyway, Bailey will cut it up and make it a vlog. And then, so we got that coming. We'll do a lot of little things. So I don't know about going live, because I got to host, man, drink, do all those things. So Lucy, Kelly, come through. Lucy, come through. Chris coming through, she said. So, but you guys won't. Scared. That's why y'all don't have no men. Looks just like him too.
Why you walking like that?
looks just like the motherfucker.
Mahomes is he is awkward, like the way he moves. I don't know why he moves, but he is athletic though in a weird way. It's like a weird.
I'm saying, same everything, titties, everything, same guy.
He ain't that big. Most quarterbacks, like growing up, wasn't really in shape like that. You, Peyton. Brady, young Brady wasn't like fit like that. Prior to TB12, he was not in shape. You know what I'm talking about. Mac Jones. The new era quarterbacks, they in shape now. The new era.
I'm not comparing Mac Jones to fucking Mahomes. Hey, see, that's the reach. See, that's the fucking point. That's my reach. Y'all be trying to reach for Mahomes to save him, homie. It's fucking unbelievable. Eddie, you're not near me. You're in the Santa Clarita Valley. You're 4 hours away in traffic. You're 2 hours from Smitty on the other side if there's any type of traffic whatsoever. I know where you are, Eddie. Santa Clarita, homie, is where Magic fucking Mountain is. Do you know where I'm at, homie? I'm almost in Arizona. Smitty, I don't want to talk about anything really the rest of the show.
That's fun, man. I'm trying to see if my barber gonna be available. I need to get my hair cut. If not,
you don't even have it set up. See, this motherfucker don't even have it set. You're 10 minutes late back from the commercial. I was
on the toilet. It's a really show Planet ERF. I was on the toilet, emergency. I had some spicy Thai food, hot flavored, spicy basil fried rice with added spicy paste. I had some sweet and sour sauce as well, and had my stomach on fire. I was trying to contemplate if I should do it or not, and my stomach hit me hard. Boom! It was an emergency, so I got on the toilet. I did what I had to do. I'm in there. That's why I'm sweating. I was pushing extremely hard to get here on time. I heard you come back. I was like, I gotta hurry up. I got that last little boom out. Wash my hands real good. Now I'm back. I apologize. I know it's unprofessional, but it's an emergency. It is what it is. Like I had to use the bathroom. I'm sorry. Real Shaun Planet ERF.
That's TML or what is it?
JV kills me acting like he don't know all the sayings. You literally know all of them.
I don't know any sayings. You know damn well I don't.
You just said it. You did. It's TMI. You know it.
Oh, very unprofessional of you. But it's a real show on Planet ERF. T-Rich will join us here in about 15 minutes, Smitty. Love having T-Rich on because we're going to talk about all things, just whatever.
So real quick, though, what's the food lineup for Super Bowl Sunday? I know you got the tacos.
I'm not telling y'all that.
What you talking about? You just said you got so much stuff to do. I think we should.
Two brothers we met over here on a barbecue spot in Huntington Beach. We drove the boat up to before Spree fell in, and Marcellus filmed it all, right?
Yep.
So they were fans of Marcellus and I. They took a picture of it. They put it right on the fucking wall. It's crazy. They printed out like an Ultra HD, big-ass. They brought it out of the back after they took the picture and already had to sign it and then framed it. I was like, damn. They got Tom Brady on the wall. They got a lot of cats. Great Texas-style barbecue. So here's what I'm going to do. I'm thinking about doing. I'm trying to figure it out because I got a lot of cats talk. So, like, my boy Johnny, he does great tacos, man. He's got unbelievable tacos. I bought a new flat grill, too, on top of the other flat grill, so we got to have multiple flat grills. So I told Johnny, come straight. I want to get it done so we could chill this year because Johnny always is cooking while we're partying. I said, man, come, let's knock it out early. We got the little brother coming through with the serve. I said, come early, let's knock it out. Huh? And then I said, knock it out. We'll get to say it.
No. You said you got the who coming through?
Bailey and them's coming too, by the way. Bailey's coming, so Bailey got to do some work. Bailey's going to set up all the tech shit. I'm going to have Bailey set up like a whole fucking DJ system. I'm going to have him hardwire it, dig out the concrete, fucking run wire, like real Mexican shit. So he's going to do that.
When I was Bailey, I was running around doing all the hard work. I was moving furniture. I was doing all the hard work. So put Bailey to work. Put Bailey to work.
Due to the latest things that have gone on, Home Depots are empty. You know what I'm saying? So I got to use Bailey and them to help out, set up like what normal would happen at Home Depot.
The thing is,
so set up tables, chairs, because I can't go get the homie, Consuelo and them. I can't go get them for it. Help me set up with the party.
It's your boy fault. Chat, you know what's funny? Every time I'm at JB's house, I'm the guy running around doing stuff. I'm the guy carrying 2 kegs of not gas, propane. I'm carrying out 2 kegs of propane. I got all charcoal, all the groceries. I'm moving. That's me. But now Bailey's gonna be here. He's the young. He's 19, 20. You know what I mean? Soaking wet. So now he's gonna be there doing all the groundwork. I can chill now.
Hey Quanzito. Hey Quan, you know what I spent yesterday? Spending on real shit. This is a real show. You know what I spent on propane yesterday? I had to get 5 because I got a lot of cooking devices. I use propane for the heaters because if it gets cold later at night, we got people outside. I heated up all my shit. I added another heater, so I got like 4 outdoor heaters plus another 5 outdoor heaters. And then I had to get propane for the flat grill, 2 flat grills. I had to get propane for
the lamps.
Something else. Yeah, well, that was the lamp. Fucking $300.
That sounds about right.
No, hell no. I mean, you can buy a brand new bottle. You used to be able to buy the whole bottle, a propane tank for $19.95 at Blue Rhino at a fucking Food for Less or Home Depot.
That was at 05, homie. It was 20 years
No, it wasn't, homie. You know what a brand new propane tank costs in California?
What?
Take a wild guess. So I just told you a couple years ago it was $19. What do you think it is now?
Brand new now, probably $135.
No, hell no, I wouldn't buy it. $69.95. It's propane, Smitty. It's not fucking nuclear gas. It's propane. It's $69.95, homie, for 1 bottle of new bottle. So I have 5 already, right? So the refill is like 20, 23, 24 bucks. But I bought all new ones over the years, right? So now I have them. I just go refill them.
Right.
They're like $25 now to refill them. So I spent about $300 yesterday on fucking 6 tanks, a new tank. Yeah, it's crazy. But, you know, I spare no expense, Smitty. It's only money.
Yeah, it ain't nothing but money.
It's only money. I told you, I'm going to die, ass up, face down. You guys kiss it. I only want $1 in my account. That's it.
Right. Well, you're definitely living a lifestyle to obtain that. So,
because $1, Smitty, what will $1 do when everyone everybody finds out? I'm gonna put everybody on the wheel too. I'm gonna put fucking everybody on the wheel. My daughter, everybody I can think of, I'm gonna put on the wheel, and then they're gonna get the account, and they're gonna split fucking $1, motherfuckers.
You're saying it
So
now,
anyway-
so everybody knows, so it's not gonna be a big deal. They're not even going. It's not gonna work. You should have saved this. Now it's like horrible. Now it's weak. So like nobody's gonna even pull up. They know what you're gonna do. It's stupid now. Waste your time.
I should have saved it.
Yeah, the fuck you put this out here for? Now everybody knows.
It don't matter. It don't matter. But Smitty, it's free game Tuesday because it's going to be a wild Super Bowl week. It's supposed to be a fun week at Super Bowl. Smitty's going to be traveling all over the place, and then he'll be back for the Super Bowl party. We got party. He's bringing his homeboys through. We got a lot of people coming through. I'm getting text messages from people, like female.
We're all showing up to the party. So it'll be me, my homie, Bailey, Steve, Kim, you, Spree. Spree gonna bring his wife, or he coming solo? And then we got Cho, hey, we got Scott, keep going. We got possibly Shaun King, maybe.
Crazy. Black on black crime, man. Shaun King just talked about black on black crime. Shaun King just talked about don't do black on black crime in the media. We don't need brothers hating on brothers. We don't need that. And Smitty just goes out there and blasts the homie out, knowing damn well he ain't bringing his wife. He's bringing another broad. Fuck.
No.
Huh?
No, what was the last thing you just said?
What?
You say he's not bringing his wife. He's bringing who?
Another bro. So anyway, Lighthouse is like the destination getaway spot, Smitty. Come on now.
So we got tacos, we got barbecue food, we got chips and dip, guac, salsa.
Vince and Conrad, you want to come, Vince? Vince is local. I think Vince is in Long Beach. Vince could come. I'll shoot Vince.
Vince is old school. Vince is a regular dude. He has wisdom. He's a teacher a long time. He's a good dude. Vince could.
And I'm gonna actually set up the office. I'll get the Bible. Vince is gonna come in and teach you the whole time. You're not gonna be able to leave the room. You and Vince are gonna sit down, and he's gonna hip you to a lot of real shit, brother to brother.
Let's say it for another day, though. I'm fine with that, but not on Super Bowl Sunday. Let's do it for another day. Super Bowl Sunday, I'm watching the game.
Josh, come through, Josh. Shit, you local too.
Also, JB, let's make sure for halftime, because this is the one thing you did that was bad last year. It was hard for me to really watch the halftime show. I want to see what Kendrick does. So make sure one of your TVs, maybe it's the main one in the living room, the volume is up to where we can actually listen and watch the halftime show. I know there's gonna be a lot going on, talking. You can be running around. The halftime show, I do want to see that, like for sure. So make sure we got that. Like one of your TVs is exclusive for the halftime show, please. My only request.
Ron's coming through. I'm gonna put Ron across the street at the other house on the grassy knoll with the sniper.
He gonna kill all of us. The only person gonna be left is you. He might save Bailey because he don't know what Bailey is, even though Bailey's a brother. Ron might not really know for sure. So he gonna be you, Bailey. Who else gonna be there?
Quanzito's in the chat. Quanzito and Spree grew up together. So Quan and Spree grew up together. Quan will be here.
Quan a homie. Yeah,
you don't know Quan. You never met him. But Quan will be here. Quan will be here, and then we'll see. We'll see what happens. You know what I mean?
Who the big homie? He was dark-skinned dude, bald head.
Kelly. You don't just invite yourself. You got a man. And please, ladies, let me be clear here. Let's have this conversation right now at the fucking gate. If I invite you, ladies, to Jay Uso, there will be some Usos here. My boy Yona, Big Uncle Dave, DJ Pops and Uncle. My boy Yona's coming through. My boy George, if you know who George is, Aiga. Yeah, OG Polly's will be here because that's all I fuck with. But anyway, let's dive into Smitty real quick. Let's see if my boy Matongi Uso will come. Paul Unga. The Unga family, shout out to Paul, new head coach at Etiwanda High School out here in the IE where he played at. Legend there. He just got the job. So
invite the OG to be like pop locking and killing it.
Oh, they're coming. Yeah. And you know who else is coming? Our main man. You've met him the last few years. The main man who DJs the Pump Brothers events, right?
He called.
He coming.
You know what? You should invite all the people from the Pump Brothers thing.
No. Too many crazy woke cats.
You ain't
Hey, Jay said,
read what I just did. It's okay.
I did.
It's all right.
By the way, there are some of those. Hey, see, I told you. Jay Uso said, George is my uncle. Every Uso is your uncle. Y'all related, homie. You and Josh Fele are related. Come on now. What do you mean? Yoda, come on now.
You know T. Rich is related to the Usos. So you might be related to T. Rich.
Yeah, he got some Tongan in him.
Yeah, you do. Rikishi in there. But what was you saying about the ladies?
Let's be real. Yeah, let's be honest real quick. See, thank you, Kelly. Kelly gets it. If I invite you, a woman, to a party, first of all, there's a possibility that I'll try to hit. Number one. Number two, let's be clear. You're not bringing your man or another guy that your girlfriend has on her hip. That's not how dudes roll. I got to be honest. You guys don't see that as a problem. We have that in our heads as a security detail. Men have that security detail. We don't let random men over our house when we have parties. That's a number one.
We don't know that. We don't know him. Respectfully,
I just got into an argument with a broad that I invited over, and she's talking. Can my friend bring her man? No,
we don't know him.
She's like, why not? Why we can't bring her? I'm like, because I don't know that motherfucker.
He might try to rob me. He might try to write my address down to the home.
That's how fucking problems happen. That's why you go out and see in the hood what happened at party, and you see, oh, they got shot at party. Because we don't know you. Everyone here is known. We will know everybody here. Everybody will be accounted for, and there'll be some real gangster here. So there'll be other things. We don't bring random folks over. So you either come and fuck me, or you stay single and don't fuck with nobody. So that's how it works. I just want to throw that out there for the disclaimer. Now, if I have multiple females here that want to fuck me, guess what? You have to get in line as well and just have to take it. You have to take it. Take that. You have to understand that there's a possibility. But we're not going to bring random guys over because that's how you will get fucked up by the hood bitches that I do have here will beat your ass, A. B, then the homie you had here will get smoked. So I don't want that for you, them, their families, your family. Now, we all clear, Smitty? I don't know if I can be more clear. Or...
So basically saying, if you're a woman in this chat, and you get invited, number one, don't even ask to bring another dude.
Say the real word again. What are you going to say? In surmise?
It's summation. If you're a woman who gets invited to this party, number one, don't even ask to bring a dude with you. You know the answer is no. Number two, understand that there's a high possibility that you might sleep with or be approached by JB. This is some crazy shit we got going on, man. I'm gonna switch gears when we get in trouble, man. Any member that said, Coach JB, can I help with security? Manyweather, who are you stopping? Like who are you stopping against JB?
Eddie, respectfully, Eddie, we've seen you at UCLA with the Hamases, and you struggled, homie. And I'm gonna be honest. We got some real cats coming, and it's gonna be a struggle. I can't allow you to be
struggled, homie. He said you struggled.
Man, you know what? I don't mind Eddie coming, man, because Eddie's done a lot. For real. Eddie went on the show, but usually when I get security at the home, if I do security like that, and I have all the broads that come, all the females that are coming, make sure you understand there'll be an NDA at the door when you walk in. You have to sign an NDA. But here's the thing. I don't know, Smitty, if you realize that, Usos usually do my security detail. All my Usos I grew up with, man, shout out to all my Usos. They usually are my security detail. So no offense to anyone out there, but I'm just throwing that out there. Phones
are going into hats and shoeboxes. As soon as you arrive, there will be no phones. You'll get your phone when you leave.
There'll be a checkout. We got grassy knoll shooters. I'm just telling you, this shit cracks here. We got real shit here. So I think the next goal, I don't have a plan yet. But remember, there's a difference between a goal and a plan to attain the goal. I can have a goal, and then if you ask me what the plan is, I don't know. So I'm going to be honest, I don't know yet. But I want to get like a beach house somehow and park the yacht at the house, and then have the Super Bowl party at the house, and then cats can go on the yacht, and then you know what I'm saying. That's the goal.
That'd be crazy. You think you can get that done by Sunday?
You do it on a lake too.
You think you can get all that done by Sunday?
No, not this year. I'm just saying. A lake will be fire too, though, because you get cats to go to the lake, travel away for a Super Bowl, do a Super Bowl weekend, invite people over, have a big ass house. People can stay there that are close. Others will get the Airbnb shit, and then we have on the lake because less drama on the lake, right? No waves, fucking. Smitty won't be so scared. So you know what I'm saying?
It'll be hard. The only pushback is people ain't gonna be wanting probably to travel on Super Bowl Sunday like that. That's my only pushback.
You don't travel Super Bowl Sunday. You travel Friday. And then you travel back Monday.
I know. I just think there's a lot of people who marry, relationships, all that. That's a tough ask. That's all I'm saying. That's my only pushback.
New poll question has just came out. Brought to you by BetUS and Prize Picks and Skybox. Winnable, and fuck everybody.
I still got your box in there too from Winnable, by the way.
Thanks. So look, 6 months ago. So look,
I ain't seen you in 6 months.
We haven't been paid by Winnable either. I don't got it.
You ain't went there and passed out, homie. That's on you, silly. It's $1,000 on our account right now.
We'll send it to you. I'll send it to you. Let me ask you.
Yeah, please. Today.
Well, you do it.
I can't. It's on your account.
I'm gonna leave it in there forever.
Today, actually.
Because I'm gonna freeze it. And then you're gonna come out in 20 years and see if it's still there.
I actually need that money before I leave this weekend. So go to Winnable and send that to me because I'm about to leave. There's a lot of money getting, they taxing in New Orleans right now. They taxing.
Yeah. So, new poll question.
He said, yeah.
Should Monday after the Super Bowl be a national holiday? Poll question.
1,000% yes. 1,000% yes.
If Trump makes that happen, would you say I'm a Trumper now?
I would say that's a good call by Trump. That one individual thing is a good call by Trump. I'm not a nothing, y'all. I'm not a Trumper. I'm not a Harriser. I'm not a Obamaner. I'm not a Busher. I'm not a Kennedyer. I'm not any of these motherfuckers. Y'all worship these people. Y'all worship these false prophets and false idols. I worship one person. That's the capital G-O-D. That's it. That's me in a nutshell. So, but yes, if he made that call, I agree with that, Trump. That's okay. Hopefully he does it. I like it.
Hey, dog, I'm gonna be honest. You got to be honest though. Even I was talking to Matt yesterday before the show because I went on with Stack and Matt yesterday again on All the Smoke. It'll come out today. I gotta be honest. We were talking today. Even they were like, "Man, I'm a gangster." Mexico and Canada 2 days ago was like, "Fuck you, Trump. We're gonna tariff you." 24 hours later, Trump said, whoop-de-whoop, and these motherfuckers put 10,000 troops at the border to stop fentanyl and say, please don't tariff us. He doing like some hood gangster shit, real shit, homie. I'm just throwing it out there.
He's not from the hood, though, JB. He grew up with money. Why you got all these dudes like a hood?
He is from the hood.
No, he ain't you from the hood, homie. He ain't JB,
He's only helped brother. He's helped brothers his whole life.
I say he's not from the hood. He's not from the hood.
Yeah, he wasn't rich. I mean, his daddy
grew up in the struggle like JB, homeless, in the car, broke, had to walk like claw. He did not do that. You can compare him to a hood cat. I'm from the hood. You from the hood. Kwanzaa from the hood. These predators ain't from the hood. Stop, homie.
So you would say, let's be honest though.
I would say nothing. I wouldn't say
nothing.
Nothing.
What is the most missed day of work each year?
Day after Super Bowl.
Day after Super Bowl. So Monday, the day after Super Bowl, is the most missed work day in the year. Why would you not just make it a holiday? Like we're fighting. You guys all sit up here and enable, entitle, adhere to, bow down to players, right? Well, the players are the American citizens in this instance. And why are we fighting that? But we'll fight bereavement and nepotism and all this shit. If Smitty will come out here and be like, man, JB, they deserve a vacation and blah, blah. Then why are we fighting
like
the day after the holiday for the Super Bowl? Make it a day. We're fighting it, right? Y'all defend everything. So fucking fight. Go fight it then. Make it a holiday then, since y'all motherfuckers will give everybody else a motherfucking bereavement pay and all this old gay shit. All the kids can deserve 6 weeks off of work. Like, fuck you. Don't. Oh, JB, he's grinding. The kid that left Texas Tech, that little pussy. He left Texas Tech and then he fucking transferred over and took money and then he went back. Oh, JB, you don't know what he's going through. I don't give a fuck. I paid him fucking $2 million. I don't give a fuck what he's going through.
This is against you, everything you believe in, though. Why would you appease to the American people and appease to the players?
I'm asking you. That's why I'm asking you.
I'm asking you, though, because
I'm asking you,
though. Because
I'm asking you, though.
Because you actually said.
I'm asking you, though, homie. That's what I'm saying. I'm like, dog, what are you doing today? I'm asking you, homie.
Because you want to get the actual day off.
You defend all things.
I'm asking you because you said you want to actually get the day off, though. So that means you actually agree to this. What the hell is going on? I need to get like Lamar Jackson. Like I just like from the hood just to be my person on the underground. Cause I'm fighting. It's 2-on-1 every day. Ain't fucking.
Not really. You got a lot of support. You got a lot of support in the chat.
Man, stop saying that weak shit. I was talking about on our foundation of our show. We got a producer and a host who see eye to eye. Y'all eye to eye. Y'all lockstep.
You just send me things too, Smitty. You know, you could absolutely, you know, where's your thing you want to put up there?
Me and you supposed to be eye to eye, though. JB didn't even ask for that. You just threw it up there.
Smitty.
We're not connected, man. That's the problem right now. You and I not connected. We're not seeing eye to eye, brother to brother. O-line to D-line. We supposed to be the ones that's supposed to be like, fuck JB, supposed to be me and you. We the young cats. We D-line, O-line. Yeah. We it's supposed to be me and you. He the quarterback. We don't like quarterbacks. You played D-line a little bit back in the.
I actually played center and guard, so I would protect.
You played a little D-line, I think, back in the days.
No, I actually only played O-line.
You against me again?
I'm telling you the truth.
Bailey, I just sent you some breaking news. Can you add it? This is Smitty, some breaking news happened. There was an arrest.
Okay.
There's 2 arrests. I know you have one in already. I know Bailey's got the Texas kid. I'm not talking about the Texas kid. I'm talking about someone's son. Maybe most iconic human being in America or something.
Earlier this morning, yeah.
MJ's son. He was starting that white. See what happens when brothers fuck with white girls? They do white drugs. See what happens when a brother comes up with money, like Michael Jordan's son. He grew up in Naval, and they do they do the line stuff. And then when you met with the white girl, who's already we call Snow White or Snow Bunny or whatever you want to call them, then you do the drugs they do. And never the other way. So, fuck.
I don't think T-Rich gonna jump on. I'm gonna probably leave in like 11 minutes, so I go to my appointment.
In most instances, most people would come out here and be like T's and P's and all that shit. No, don't say T's and P's. I don't feel sorry for this motherfucker this much. Not this much, not this much, not this much, not this much. I don't fucking care. I got my own problem. I'm trying to get the fucking Super Bowl party right, homie. I can give a fuck less about this. Now, if this Myles Garrett looking ass motherfucker don't shut the fuck up somewhere. I thought you was wanting to trade Myles Garrett, Von Miller looking ass motherfucker. I thought you was just rushing the passer, Von Miller looking ass. I thought you was fucking Myles Garrett, nappy headed ass. Like, what the fuck is you looking like, homie? Oh, Tank Johnson looking at us? Where you?
Tank gonna text you as soon as he's hear this too. Tank don't play. Tank gonna hit you up immediately as soon as you hear this.
I know. Tank,
hit him right now, Tank. Hit him right now, Tank.
Tank, watch right now. Smitty, why the fuck you say
Right. Tank. Tank will be like, Smitty, why you check his ass when he said that shit? Nah, he for real. He be for real. That's how the black OGs are. They don't fuck around. Like you gotta check shit.
Smitty, I hope he calls you right now after the show and be like, "What, Smitty?"
Take a real one. Take a real one though.
Yeah, take a real one. Shout out to Tank. He was with his little niece, I think. A little picture I saw on Facebook, Instagram. Taking a little niece out, I think, shopping or something.
And get your backseat right now. You have some low back issues, some glute issues. Get your backseat, man. Got my back right. Got JB moving around a lot better. BAXSI for your SI joint. Backseat.
Yeah, that shit was fire. That shit is no joke either. Roll on that motherfucker.
Change your life.
Backseat.
Maybe you were rolling on that while he doing this thing, while he doing this AE. So it's like kill two birds with one stone. You know what I'm saying? So.
Not for real.
Get your back.
I will. Huh. Hey, Smitty, real quick before I don't know if T-Rich is okay or not, having back asleep or not. But let me ask you what your take on.
Funny, bro. I swear to God.
And we'll end when you leave. We'll end when you got to leave right here. Let's go through these last two things. Another massage therapist has come out forward with the allegations of inappropriate behavior by Ravens kicker Justin Tucker, according to Baltimore Banner. 9 women now have accused Tucker of misconduct. Listen, I talked to Weddle about this. I talked to other guys. Where you at with the 9th person coming out? And reminder, context matters. We're going to make sure you understand. These are fucking allegations from 2012, 13, 14. All I want to know is this, Smitty. I got 2 questions for you. Number 1, why? Okay? The whole why can be a huge discussion. But I also want to know why 10 years later on the accusation side.
It's always slippery slope with that too. You know what I'm saying? Because on one side, it's like, you know, you can feel for the woman. Maybe the woman was embarrassed, uncomfortable, didn't know people would believe her because of the power this person may have, and you understand that. And on the flip side, though, it's like, I don't know, maybe like 10 years, and now it's like it's making you feel horrible now, and now you want to come out, and it makes you skeptical and be like, is it because you know who this guy is? You know he's arguably the greatest kicker of all time. You were watching TV with your boyfriend, and you're like, oh shit, that's the guy that came in and asked for a massage. Like, you know, or did you see one woman put out accusations and you just want to hop on the bandwagon because you saw there was a money play? These are the thoughts that have to come in your head because unfortunately there's been a lot of women who will lie too. So what happens is it waters down the women who actually go through stuff. That's the issue here. Kelly has a comment here. She said, where there is smoke, there is fire. That's what Kelly just said under the chandeliers.
Let me ask you, Kelly, as a woman, no disrespect, as a woman, why, Kelly, and I know you have reasons, and I know there's valid ones. I've talked to my mom about this. I've talked to females about this. A lot of females, and I don't know if this is Kelly's answer or not either, and I'm not fucking around, but a lot of females wait when you ask, why 10 years? Why'd you wait 12 years? Statute of limitation is gone, came and gone. And a lot of the women, and I don't know if Kelly will be the same way, but like a lot of women are like, because we were scared, A, B, we were threatened, C, we just were embarrassed, shy, ashamed. I'm just asking Kelly, is that number one reason why females wait so long? If it's valid,
yeah, right.
Is that why females, Lucy, Chris, whoever's in the chat, is that why y'all wait so long? Not y'all, hopefully it doesn't happen to you or hasn't happened to you, but I know a lot of women are affected by this fucking weirdo fucks that I despise, a man that fucking touches a woman in any other way other than respectfully. Where are you at? Why does it take so long? That's my question. Because if it's me, I'm telling my daughter, hell, fuck no. You ain't got shit to be ashamed of. You're no match for a fucking man if he wants to take you down. I know America thinks you guys can play against men and play fucking tackle football, but in reality, if a man wants to take that precious fucking thing, whatever you want to call it, flower or any, whatever you want to talk. I have a daughter and a mother, and we all have sisters and mothers. So let's be honest. Why? You don't have nothing to be fucking ashamed of. So I want to know, is that a shame? Is that number one reason? Like, I would be pushing my daughter, Smitty. Fuck no. Tell me who the fuck did it. Of course, that's me. And, you know, I'm just saying, like, I just hear a lot of women, man, that say we wait so long. And it's like a dog rubbing a dog's nose in it after he pisses 6 days later. He don't remember and know why you did it. You got to do it right now. You got to do it right now. It's like discipline a football team, Smitty. I can't come in tomorrow and tell you, Smitty, to run a mile because you were fucking you loafed. Nah, you do it right now. I should have did it yesterday, or it's too late. So I don't know. It's just a real question, man. I try to be respectful to the women in the chat. I want to know if that's a real thing because I know Lucy's a sociology lady, and T-Rich is here. Fuck.
He been here for like 10 minutes, just waiting on you to get done talking.
Homie, why'd you say it?
You were talking about some deep stuff, and you kept going, and I don't cut you off, so I'll let you keep going. So, but T-Rich is here, man. Bama legend, NFL running back.
You were trying to get a haircut, homie. Let's be real.
Our favorite weekly guest on here. We hear now. You said the one and only T-Rich. Let's bring him in. What's going on, homie? With your
trophy. I thought you was holding a trophy. I swear to God, I don't know why. I saw that. Hold on. Is that T-shirt, homie? Okay, nah. I thought it was a diesel truck, like a semi. And you know what I thought it was? I thought it was from Over the Top, T-Rich. I don't know if you know about that Sylvester Stallone movie, Over the Top arm wrestling movie with his daughter. And he was driving a truck with the eagle on the motherfucker. That looked like Over the Top. That's how legitimate we are. Smitty don't have no fucking idea what he was. Smitty was born 2 days ago. He has no fucking idea about anything. So I'm just making sure. I thought that's what it was.
Either. T-Rich has no idea what you're talking about either. He's just shaking his head, playing it off. That's something that brothers do when we don't really know. We kind of do a little smile, like, oh yeah. He don't know what you're talking about right now at all.
Hey Smitty, T's and P's. I check on my homies and my brothers, and T's and P's to T-Rich's mom. She's doing better. I'm glad. T-Rich, I just want to let you know. Shout out to you and mom. T-Rich, we only got a few minutes. Smitty got to go out. He got to do some BPS shit. He got to go get a haircut and all this shit. He didn't plan today like Nick Saban would do and coaches like myself would say to do. Hey, that's your problem. You should have planned the barber tomorrow, not on our time. But he's going to take away.
My schedule's so busy that sometimes you got to make sacrifice. Our show is 3 hours and 15 minutes long, T-Rich, every single day. So sometimes it's so long. I only have a small window. It's 3 hours and 20 minutes every single day. So it is what it is.
How often does the show? Like
every single day, 3 hours and 22 minutes. Because we never end at 9. It goes 9:15, 9:20, 9:25. So sometimes I got a window. I got meetings. I got 5. JB has one job. That's it. T-Rich, you came on 15 minutes late. Let's start there. Tell us exactly why you came on 15 minutes late, and then we'll go from there.
He asked a legitimate question, like if it was a news article breaking news. Like, tell us why you were 15 minutes late. Let's start there.
Right.
Hey, T-Rich, we're gonna start with a banger though. We gotta start with a banger with you.
I got lost. I got lost.
That's a fair.
Oh, okay. I didn't know you had an explanation. Okay, we're gonna start with a banger with you. Caleb Williams was voted as the GQ Sports most stylish football player this year. We made up another motherfucking award. Shocker. We made another award. It's called the GQ Award. I'm going to call it the Jaden Smith Pinkett Award.
What does that got to do with football? Like, what are we doing, man?
This is GQ, y'all. GQ is a fashion brand. They've been doing it for a long time. The reason why it's a big deal now is because Caleb Williams won and because social media emphasizes everything. This has been
Here we go.
a long time.
Defend it.
This isn't an NFL award. This isn't like a league award. This is GQ. GQ is about fashion, homies. Come on, y'all. I be able to educate my old heads.
Because you know why? T-Rich and I were just asking why. Because you know why we were asking what is it? Because we don't give a fuck. It ain't football. That's why we asked you, who just defended the whole shit and broke it all down, and you're about to go cover that shit in New Orleans.
Then why'd you bring it on the show if you don't give a fuck? That's the better question.
Because I asked the question.
But if you don't care, watch it on the show. That makes no sense. As the lead producer of this show, it's the Coach JB show with Big Smitty. You should have a hand in every topic. And if there's something that you don't give a fuck about, it should never be brought on the show. That's horrible producing by you, not baby.
I'm a content creator, homie. I needed to get your defense of it. You defended all. We needed to have your defense on record because you defend all things.
Hey, bro, have y'all ever paid attention to the comments? Like, bro, like they really being here going off. Hey, y'all funny as hell.
T-Rich been on the show for 3 years. This is his first time seeing the
T-Rich
comment.
first time comment. T-Rich just looked at the comments today. He just found out that you can pull it up on the side of on your phone.
He never knew you could do it.
Just found out.
You know, for real, like he never knew it.
Listen, when I be looking at comments, I be looking at our chat that we have. I never noticed the comments on the.
Hey,
T-Rich, they hate me. Like JB can say anything. JB can say something. Sometimes JB will say something wrong on purpose, and they'll still be like, "Hell yeah, JB, you right." Whoa. Oh. What up?
T-Rich knows what it means, Smitty. T-Rich knows what it means. You don't know because you're not diverse enough. You're not very diverse, homie. You're not diverse, homie. You don't know about poly. You don't know Polynesian. You don't know poly world. You don't know understand. Huh? You've never seen a Polynesian in Indiana ever.
No, I haven't. But I've been out in LA for 7 years, homie. Like, what the hell are you talking about?
The only time you ever saw a poly in Indiana was when the Ravens came and they had Nada.
Actually, we had a homegirl went to school with who played football with us in middle school, and her name was Lati. She was an offensive guard, big, you know what I mean, Lati. And then she played football in middle school, and we got to high school. She had to stop because we was grown men.
Wait. She was?
Yeah, in middle school. In middle school, girls develop faster than men. But in middle school, it didn't matter. Once we got to high school, she had to stop because we was grown ass men.
I got you.
Her name was Lati.
Hey, T-Rich, right, real quick, it's a quick show because Smitty got to go do all kind of shit. Break down the Pro Bowl for us and give me your takes on all the big
give you a full take, like the breakdown, like how the game went. Like
I know you watched it. I know you made a whole dinner. I know you was watching that shit tight, and I know it was a great game. All the big hits. Show me all like the Shaun Taylor type of hits and shit. Break that whole Pro Bowl down for us real quick so we can get a full understanding of the how the Pro Bowl has become so great. And now today, we're creating what's called a flag football league, possibly in the NFL. I don't know if you saw this, but I just want to get your take on this real quick.
And the NFC, I know the NFC for people that didn't watch. I know you watched it, but people that didn't watch it, the NFC won the game 76-3, and obviously Jared Goff, man, won the offensive MVP honors, man. So that was just a big time moment for his career. I just want to get your overall everything.
We've come a long way, fellas. Like what? Like
by the way, T-Rich is the most politically correct cat on the show, by the way. Go ahead.
Like, how do we play flag football for a Pro Bowl game? like what are we doing? Like what are we giving our fans? Like, I just don't get it. Like the difference of the game when we played. Hell, even before we played, because it was realer before we played, right? Like, bro, we have water. Like, I can't even say watered down. Like, we have put a lot of Kool-Aid and sugar in the way we do stuff in the NFL with football.
I got to blame your generation though. Era of football, y'all didn't want to hit each other in the Pro Bowl because y'all didn't want to get hurt. So that led to the
that wasn't our generation. That wasn't our generation. That was your generation, homie.
No, it wasn't. It was T-Rich era who started it.
What led to this, these motherfuckers making these $9.8 billion a year off this shit. And they're like, bro, y'all ain't giving me another $1 million to play in this game or to get the Shaun Taylor hit. That's
Great point.
Money make a big part of it.
What they give y'all, T-Rich? 10 grand?
And a free vacation.
10 grand go to Hawaii. So let me ask you this. I liked it when it was after the season. Of course, it made the most sense. Yes. It only happened forever. So why wouldn't it be after the season, as a vacation, after the Super Bowl? Instead of taking 2 weeks off and all this old shit, how about we have it after when it makes sense and still should have kept it in Hawaii. It was the best time to go over there. It was a great thing. It was actually an event. I would sit down and actually have a Sunday like a Super Bowl and watch the game. And it was a real game. And quarterbacks actually had to go through and learn the system real quick in the week that it was. It was a real football game. It was an all-star game. Like, why would you – when they moved it before the Super Bowl, it was the dumbest shit I've ever seen. Because why would you take away the selectees the quarterbacks that got selected, but they couldn't play because they were in the Super Bowl, so they couldn't play. So you just throw a cat in the damn like that shit right there. Should have told everybody that what was coming. And so now we got Matt Ryan's made it to the Pro Bowl. No, he didn't. He got selected because the motherfucker didn't get picked in the real fucking thing because the real guy's playing golf in Hawaii. Like, you see what I'm saying? When that happened, T-Rich, I thought that was the end of it. And then we added flag a couple years ago. We should take the L out of it. But that's just where I'm at with it. Where are you at with it?
I'm saying, how much are they paying for this flag football team, Smitty? What's up, Smitty? What's up?
I hear what you're saying, homie. We might be able to put a little team together, man.
Hey,
the T-Rich Warriors, homie.
JB, you gonna be the quarterback?
Yeah.
Me, you, T.O., JB.
Get a few speedsters, we'll be good to go.
T-Rich is the
Pac-Man,
NFL.
You can go get Pac-Man camp. Hey.
T-Rich is the NFL. I just need a yes or no answer. Is the NFL rigged?
You know what, man? It's so crazy you say this. I just had this question for myself the other day.
Smitty, that look like say I just had that question for myself?
Yeah, he was talking to himself in the mirror.
I was talking to myself. You know how you just be in a car driving?
He's like,
you had that conversation.
Best time to do that, by the way. Best time.
You in pilot mode driving, right?
Yeah.
You just there. But in your head.
Like you leave Hoover like that, all the shit you got to think about doing, and then boom, you heading over and you going and thinking about all that shit you got to do, right? And then T.O. just came out and T.O. just came out.
He really like left for real though. Like really left. That wasn't like no playing around.
No, he texted me. I planned it. So
shout out to Hoover.
Shout out to Hoover. I know you had to leave. I told me you had to bounce. Great show, man. Another loaded lineup. We'll be out tomorrow. By the way, Smitty, what are we doing tomorrow with No Mazzoni? Tell everybody, since you know.
Man, we going down. We breaking down actual film and footage from the Super Bowl, the first time when the Eagles and Chiefs played. We're gonna go over how Jalen Hurts could win and some of the things he did that worked. We're gonna look at Mahomes and the Chiefs offense a few plays. JB has a 10-play cut up from the Chiefs offense, 10-play cut from the Eagles offense. We'll get to break down both sides. I'll talk defense, Mazzoni will talk offense, and we'll have a great discussion. So make sure you're here. Make sure you're locked in. You don't want to miss that. I think it might be Big Smitty's last day of the week. We'll figure that out. But it's going to be a loaded show. I cannot wait.
Yep. We broke down the Eagles on O last week. We break down the Chiefs on O this week. And we got a little bit of we'll show a little bit of the NFC and AFC title games that we just had the last game too, just to kind of prep who's playing well and not, and then break it down as to what Jalen Hurts is going to do versus Patrick Mahomes and all those type of things. So a man that does not move his hands when he talks is a simple man.
You should say that for tomorrow, homie. For quarter of the day, you tripping.
I just thought of it because that's what I do. A man that don't move his hands when he talks is a simple man.
I move my hands, but when you talk, you do a lot of you do a lot with your fingers. Like you be like,
a lot of what?
You do a lot with your fingers. Like you be doing a lot of stuff.
And Luca has to check in with the homies because he out here fucking.
Boy, Luca said, "Hey, Luca said, dead homies."
Hey, I heard the Golden State Warriors on Pat McAfee with Shawnee Sharania or Manami or whatever his name is.
Shams, yes.
What?
Sham Sharania, yes. Come on.
Yeah, I don't give a fuck what his name is.
Get good.
He said, I don't give a fuck. He's not on my show. He said that the Golden State Warriors have offered everybody.
Yes.
They are Ohio State.
That's about LeBron, KD, Jimmy Butler, all the stars. Like they're desperate to get Steph another star. Because if not, he gonna leave.
Get LeBron? Can I just end the show with a conspiracy that I heard yesterday?
Right here on this conspiracy.
From an NBA source.
Who? That source. Oh, okay.
Trip this and just tell me if this happens. We can end the show and we can actually slide away on this show.
It's perfect.
I'm telling you what to do.
do it now.
The Dallas Mavericks may have played the Lakers so cold. And here why. He does not have to sign with the Lakers, homie. Luka does not have to sign next year. What if Dallas brought him back and this was the plan to sign him on a lesser deal, come back and play with AD and Kyrie, and next year the Lakers are fucked, and then Luka played here just for 3 months, he's hurt anyway, and goes back to Dallas. He just bought a $15 million house a week ago in Dallas, Smitty. You don't think he knew he was being traded?
Nah, that didn't hit. I can't slide on that. You got to give me one more thing. That last
That's
line.
crazy. That's crazy, huh?
Nah, I thought it was.
That's a crazy thought, isn't it?
Nah, Luka ain't going back to Dallas. So he's pissed. He hates it.
You think he knew after they would let him buy a $15 million house a week ago and then trade him without him knowing? You really think that's cracking in today's player-empowered league?
Yeah.
Seriously, between me and you, whisper to me and you.
Yeah, I do. I believe so. That's a brother over there. Nico Harrison's a brother. He don't give a fuck about no films, none of that. He a hood cat. Yes, it's back. They don't care about the players no more. Everything's full circle.
I think Luka going back to Dallas, right back in his $15 million house, play with AD, and the Lakers to get fucked. You know why? Because Mark Cuban hated the Lakers. They always remember they tried to make that trade with Kobe, and they shot him down, didn't let him play, or didn't even let him talk to him. Mark Cuban's hated the Lakers ever since. Mark Cuban's come out and said, I don't know why we would have traded him. Everybody's playing dumb.
We gonna see, man. If it happens, you said it first, homie.
Interesting take I got to hear yesterday. We'll see. But hey, man, it's been another real show. Smitty got to run.
Y'all have a good one, man. Like, share, subscribe to the show. Like the other chat. JB about to pass out.
Hiccup.
We'll be back tomorrow, man. Appreciate y'all.
We'll see you tomorrow for Work Cool Wednesday. Peace.